I got from Feats.
And we are live.
Wow.
Is there any way to like directly edit it?
I'm figuring it out. I'm looking.
Yeah, I see you can browse abilities. I mean, you might just have to pick them and like drag
It
them
won't
over.
let me select the total number of familiar abilities, so I'm trying to figure out if I got everything I needed and I missed something or what.
What is terrain expertise?
If you let me know what it needs, I can just.
What's the
drag it over
dominant
to it.
terrain out here?
Last wall, it's mainly grassland and some forest, some mountains.
So we're gonna go with mountain because mountain sounds cool.
That's not what I wanted.
Why is my free?
Fuck! I still gotta buy a moxer.
Okay, so I think it got.
I'm sure you could just get one from someone.
Yeah, I don't have time to go to. Fuck!
Like your
fucking dox
parents.
myself with this.
Yeah. You should do that. That's a good idea.
What? Doxing myself by naming my favorite like place to
Yes.
shop for Jewish books?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. No.
Terrific idea. Class feet.
I've worked very hard to keep my last name off the internet. We're not about to start.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do a magic trick.
Why is that not an option?
I had to do a magic trick.
I'm very proud of you. By the way, we're live since you were gone when I went live.
Oh, I see. The magic trick was swapping my car spot with my dad's car.
So proud of you.
A hefty hauler is a thing. Why is not fast?
Like I was like, no, nobody needs to hear this background work. But I decided, Haraya's here. We'll go live. Why? Because we're funny.
Hilarious.
I am. So funny.
I think the plan is going to be once Steve
fast
is done
movement's
importing,
no
and once
It's
Jennifer's done with familiar, we'll
happening.
start the Section 0 stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's
What
tech
happened to
support time.
fast movement? Why is that not an option for me to just reaccept?
Let me look. Let me look at your character. Are you doing the path muncher thing now?
I'm just redoing it in Path Builder on my computer because I have it on my phone, and I can't figure out how to I can't figure out how to get the mobile app to talk to this. Is my issue.
That would make sense. Mobile path builders weird.
Honestly, what I would do is I would pull it up and then set your character and then just manually set everything over.
That's what I'm currently doing, and that's why I'm like, why is fast movement not an option on this?
But you're doing it in a path builder, not in Foundry. I think Haraya was just saying to do it in Foundry.
Oh, okay. Let's just do it in Foundry.
Because then there's no. I mean, you don't have to
Round
worry about the import getting screwed up.
3. Okay, hang on. So round 4. Million Minotaur.
Higher.
Why is it so many weird, dumb options? I just clicked Minotaur. I'd like it to just work. Ancestries are locked. Why are ancestries locked?
Because you're not allowed to know
you're not
who
allowed
gave
to
birth
edit
to you.
them.
I just
you can drag it into that slot. You just can't edit them.
If you click the magnifying glass, it will show you all of them, and then you can just take the one you want and drag it over.
We're gonna figure this out.
Add 360 to the party pool because I don't need I really want a spell striker staff.
You guys had lots of money, I thought.
We do. I just don't. So the downside of me getting a spell striker staff would be the fact I can't put property runes on it. And I currently have a astral rune on my Falcata.
What does that one do?
Really irritating. Okay.
D6 spirit damage. And also, if someone is possessed, you can strike out someone and only damage the possessing creature.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be lots of undead, you guys.
Spirit damage.
Surprise, surprise.
What do you mean? It's probably fine in the country formerly known as Last Wall.
Right.
The most notably fine.
Thank you for the follow, Wild Knights.
In estimate.
So just a normal Minotaur, no wandering. All right, cool. Heritage. Not an option.
Hey, this is where my Magus is from in Abomination Vaults.
That's nice. So good
this
for
is
them.
where I do it. Okay,
Which
Roman.
country, yeah?
Three Pines Ford.
That's not a real place.
It sounds like a totally normal place where nothing bad will ever happen.
Exactly.
Well, so Three Pines Ford should actually be on the opposite side of the river, I'm pretty sure, because it is a Nermathi settlement that, ships would to Last Wall.
Well, this is an official map, so what are you talking about?
What was the deity who's definitely not going to get himself offed again?
Gorum?
How do you spell that again?
Gorum.
Awesome.
Definitely not dying.
Yeah.
Why do I hear
Somebody's ordering Chinese food?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Can you order
on the phone
some?
with her dad, wandering back and forth, putting
I
laundry
thought
away.
it was on Hira's end because it sounded like tokusatsu toy noises.
Can you get me some Mugugai?
If he's ordering,
you get my fucking sushi to show up.
You'd be at 2
Alright,
levels
didn't you
removed from
just
the actual
eat?
food.
Yes, I did. I did in fact eat curry.
Yum.
But like,
She's a growing girl. She's hungry.
Jennifer could like mail me food or something. Also, here's a birthday cake for my brother's birthday that we celebrated for their birthday.
Oh, very nice.
It's a nice cake.
That's really cool.
I was telling like my mom.
What,
like,
is it a
hey,
pumpkin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, we got 2 halves of a bundt cake, and then put one bundt cake over the other with the flat part, and then we assembled all the cake bits we got from evening out that bottom layer, and then amalgamated them into an unholy abomination that then made the stalk to the thing. Not
Congrats.
the stalk, the thing up top.
All right, now I need to adjust my level to 8.
I kept pestering Mom. Is like, I know it'll taste worse, but you could totally just do fondant. It'll be smooth and everything.
Yes. But do we want an Instagrammable cake, or do we want a cake we can eat?
I mean, fondant isn't the worst tasting thing.
Do we want an Instagrammable cake, or a cake we'll enjoy eating?
Fair.
I'm trying to figure out how to get. So the fairy dragon has a breath weapon, and I'm trying to figure out how to get that on there.
I played a fairy dragon once.
I totally have a cute shoulder dragon now.
Congrats.
It's a cute shoulder dragon with like a scary offensive action if something jumps you.
Fun.
Yeah.
I want
But
you to
I'm
click.
gonna find the actual action in Foundry
Yeah.
because having it in Path Builder doesn't really help me much.
No, I'm not seeing it. Oh, let me clear the categories. Maybe it's not a familiar ability.
Well, I was able to give it the right number of abilities anyhow.
You know what the breath weapon does, like how much damage and all that kind of stuff.
I'll copy paste it.
Not a monster, it's familiar.
I can drag breath weapon for like the monster ability over to it, and maybe you can just edit it.
Set the DC.
Yeah.
It's not a damaging one.
Oh, it's not damaging. Okay.
It's a save. It
It's a
stupefies
save.
and slows.
What if we choose?
I like it right there.
That is a disgusting breath weapon, but it requires like you to go hard under your familiar to get it.
What is it called? Like, what's the actual name of it?
It's called Breath Weapon, but it's
Just
specific to the
going.
Fairy Dragon.
Okay.
And the Fairy Dragon, as such, is Legacy, so maybe it's going to be hard to find now.
Yeah, they love to update.
Now they call it Fey Dragonette, so you might be able to find it under the Fey Dragonette.
Dragonette. Dragon breath. I believe just make it a spell, like mechanically. Maybe we can probably do that.
You might also. I think there's a legacy module that has a bunch of like legacy stuff in it.
Oh, is that right for Foundry?
It's not. I don't think it's a big deal immediately, and we can work it out as we go.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. There's got to be something we can do to make it happen.
Bam.
I mean, like, look, worst comes to worst, you can just tell me, say, hey, I'm casting on these guys, and I could just roll it. You know, like we're actually playing pen and paper.
And then for H, we chose attack. That is not what I wanted. Hang on. How is attack?
That's kind of what I like about VTTs is if something doesn't work, you can just like revert to how you would do it if you were sitting around the table. You just tell me what it is and I can do it.
Yeah, there's like a breath weapon available, but it's a different dragon.
Yeah, I found one and it was actual like, you know, fire, acid, cold, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, good alternate for attack of opportunity as a level 8 attack thing. Because that one's
there
not
is no good alternatives. You just take it's reactive strike now.
Oh, so that's why it's not showing up. Okay.
Yeah, reactive strike is the name of it.
Because they had to remove attack of opportunity. It's also more clear.
Yeah.
That's like the name makes more sense.
Just like how off guard is better. Like I almost said en passant. I've been on too many chess servers.
You're on. What do you mean chess servers?
There is a chess meme community called Anarchy Chess.
What are archetypes?
Wait a second. So you mean
why
that
do
when
I now
said
have
Lucian
these?
would be in chess club, you're a chess nerd?
The archetype.
I'm not a chess nerd.
An archetype is like.
Also, I apologize for the Todd Howard joke I made at Lucian's expense.
Am I required to do this thing?
So yes, and here's why. Like in regular Pathfinder 2e, you have the option of
spending your
archetype feat instead of a class feat. And that would be like, hey, I'm a fighter, but I wanted to be able to do some wizard stuff. So you take the wizard archetype. We're playing with a modified rule called free archetype, which essentially means you get an archetype for free. You don't have to trade out class feats.
So it's a random class.
Basically. It's whatever you want. Yes,
it's not random.
You
choose.
Does it have to be a specific class, or is it just any class?
You pick an archetype.
It's an it's not a class. It's an archetype. I know it's confusing, but all classes have archetypes, but there are archetypes that are not classes.
I think we did
dedicate an archetype?
So
I just posted the list of archetypes in general.
So, like, Haraya, do you have any recommendations for like barbarian? And what might
Mauler is always a good if you don't have any specific options. Mauler's always it's a generic go-to that fits really well mechanically.
Mauler's good.
Yeah, unless you wanted to do something not barbarian like you wanted to heal or something, you could do that. But
I was also Alex. Important question, because I know you said barbarian. What type of barbarian?
Giant.
Okay. Number go up.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never be as good at striking than me.
What has replaced fast movement?
Nothing. Fast movement should be level 4 feet.
I believe you. Oh, that's why it's not showing up. Okay, cool. I already selected it.
That would do it.
I'm looking under skill feats now.
What I got?
6. No, that's the class feat. Rapid. RA.
Yeah, and the other thing, once you're done with your character abilities, you're gonna have to pick items like weapons and stuff because you're level 8.
Yeah, I'm just gonna redo what I did on this thing though, so it won't be
is that there? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did those things. I just need to redo them in this is the thing. Ooh,
can you give us just a general idea for the vibe of your character, just to help with archetype stuff?
Basically, he's just nobody doesn't have a use for a big barbarian who can get bigger, so he just goes around fighting. He prefers to fight for things that matter, but he just goes around fighting as a mercenary dude because he likes to fight.
Oh, so the kind of Gorham venerant that Gorham didn't like.
the kind that gave Gorham suicidal depression canonically.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wrote down his background. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think that was one of the things I was working with. So you said one of them is the easiest one is Mauler or Brawler?
Mauler's the easy one.
Mauler.
Multi-class, not an option on this. Oh, other ones, probably under other.
It's not in multi-class. Multi-class is the archetypes for the specific classes.
Yeah.
I believe it would be under combat style.
Why am I fucking scrolling?
Loving this thrilling behind the scenes look at what we do.
Yeah. Welcome to the unedited behind the scenes of
right.
Just trying to import a character into.
We don't have a name for the show, so it's just I don't know.
All right,
welcome to the Dungeon of Bad Decisions, where we don't make good life choices.
So then I just select feats. So search text.
Maul.
Mauler dedication.
I'm trying to find just Mauler feats, and I'm
Mauler dedication.
It will be called
under
Mauler dedication.
Archetype feats. Search
Mauler dedication.
Found it.
The first feat you sync into an archetype will always have dedication.
So okay, so I've got that, and so then if I search for,
and once you take that, I think you have to take the 2 other archetype feats.
Yes, you have to take 2 feats in the archetype before you can leave.
What's kind of sad? The one I like how there's one thing I kind of wish. I know it would be much more situational, but I think it would be neat. They should have added a horns archetype.
Okay, hang on. Yes, they should have.
What archetype?
A horns archetype. Like the way they added a claw archetype, a wing archetype, and a tongue/tail archetype.
There's only like 2 ancestry.
That's why I say it makes sense why there's not, because there's only 2 currently.
So then Mauler archetypes additional feats. Click here.
Okay,
I see what's going on. Power attack. Ooh, knockdown. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Knockdown is probably the better of the 2, I think.
So if I search nothing will show up.
Slam down, I think it's called.
Yeah, slam down.
Yes,
really?
Slam down is the new name.
Silly.
They rename power attack too. But I can't remember.
Vicious swing.
Vicious
swing. Marines kind of get something similar, don't they?
Okay, and so that is knockdown, and then shoving sweep sounds awesome.
Yep. Basically, if someone tries to leave a square, you can shove them.
Is there a new name for shoving sweep?
I don't think so.
I like your optimism.
Mauler.
It's not showing up.
Semi-plane.
There's also apparently something called Clear the Way, which I don't think I've ever actually used.
I see it in there.
I see Clear the Way, power attack, and...
are you expert in athletics yet? Because shoving sweep has a prerequisite.
Oh, I haven't done those portions of it yet. I haven't done any of my skills. That would do it. Okay, cool. Let me actually train my skills.
Join the muscle gang.
Skill training.
Big muscle all the time.
Let me just go down to 8.
And no one will ever be as accurate as the fighter.
No one will be accurate as the fighter. No one will swing as big weapons as the barbarian. And no one will punch more than the monk.
Acrobatics trained. What did I get acrobatics to? I got it to E.
Turk will always
reminder that you can only get 3 skills to legendary.
Master. Yes. I got deception to trained. Don't ask questions. I got intimidation.
I'm mainly doing
to trained.
That's the thing.
Trained.
Lore,
warfare.
That's a good point. Should I change?
Where is
so in points that matter? You can use an unarmed attack, athletics, or athletics acrobatics to escape grabs.
Yeah. I know I'm definitely taking acrobatics to legendary because I'm going to be doing a lot of flying eventually. Plus, it just makes sense for the character even after the change away from the wrestling.
Yeah.
And survival at trained. That's already there. So then that should be everything. Why is athletics higher on this than it was on my other one? And do we care? Okay, cool. So we've done those things. All right, now we're going to go back to feats.
And now it should populate.
Yeah, for whatever it was. What was it called? Shoving sweep.
This is the longest I've ever waited for DoorDash to show up. Oh, for God's sake, gotta ban a bitch.
What was it called? Yeah, it was shoving sweep.
Yeah,
right?
it's the shoving sweep.
Yeah. My original plan for the character was athletics, acrobatics, performance, but unsure.
My fighter is going to be doing society, occultism.
Oh, make sure you have reaction checked.
Got it.
Because it's okay.
Okay, so shoving sweep is 8. That's why. And I had
8.
random shit.
Sorry, society, occultism, crafting. I got medicine to expert, which will just carry us.
Really? Oh, that is true. You do technically don't need athletics because you really don't kind of bypass it with combat grab.
Yeah, I don't actively use athletics.
We have our things. All right, cool. We have all our.
All right, then I guess it does make sense for me getting athletics.
We have our feats. We have our proficiencies. We just need to give myself stuff. What stuff did I give myself?
Not athletics. What would make sense for Turek?
Gear.
+1 striking weapons, the obvious thing.
Right. I have stuff that I've already done. I have a large +1 striking halberd, which I need to give myself.
Oh dear, 15 feet of reach.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
It's bad It's bad for Josh.
It's very bad for Josh.
You're welcome.
I have to
destroy the DM.
I have to deal with 2 polearm characters in the other game. We're gonna alternate with.
Yeah, that's right.
That is true.
Can I just find the template already created, or do I have to create a new item?
You should be able to go to the equipment compendium.
That's a lot of effort. Okay, how do we do this? Why do we have so many things on the side? Okay, cool.
You would go to the right side, click item, click equipment.
There's so many neat polearms.
Like, there's an entire cycle of, what is it, D8 deadly traits, polearms.
Glaive, Vouchard,
treasure, where the...
and Naginata.
God, this is so much fucking effort. Can I search for one? There we are. All right.
Polearm characters, because I like that trick.
And then we're going to do things to the halberd, do nasty things to it. Okay, halberd.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that scythe is counted as a polearm.
Yeah.
And it's also a martial weapon, despite
just that it's in the polearm group. But like, having used one in VR chat, I don't want to go anywhere near a battlefield with a scythe in hand.
Yeah, it's also classified as a martial weapon, despite the description describing it as like, no, this is just like a farming scythe.
It's not even like a combat scythe.
There are combat scythes.
How do we edit items once we get?
You just drag them onto your character sheet.
Right, but then once I get the halberd, how do I change the halberd to something fancy?
So you drag it onto your sheet, you hit edit on the weapon in your inventory, and then you can add runes to it.
Details. Oh,
I have my sushi.
What I was missing. Okay, cool. All right. We got a striking rune.
That combat scythe looks like decidedly normal as far as polearms go.
That is like an entirely reasonable polearm. Like,
was it just a normal striking? Guess.
You would also probably have a property rune at this level.
Look at the amount of money.
+1 potency.
I've also got this thing to assemble.
And then bulk override.
Wait, what is that?
How did we do bulk override?
The Pokemon.
Why do we have bulk override?
Oh, okay.
Why is its bulk 4? How did I do this and why? This was done so long ago. I clicked size large. It's
the Sprigatito. It's a Sprigatito Gun Plus set.
Oh, and it's acid. Okay, cool.
That's a reasonable damage type to have against undead.
Property. I think A would be the first one, so it's not property. What is it? We're figuring these things out. Nice. This is so much effort.
That's Pathfinder in a nutshell. It's a lot of effort. It's worth it.
Where did acid come from? And why is it not just something I can click under A?
It should be under the property rune.
That's property rune. That's what I'm on. And then
corrosive.
Oh, That's why. Okay, cool. Do I have to choose the type?
In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have gone live.
Or no? Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, it's not riveting content right now.
Well, I'm having a great time.
I have a new creepypasta.
That's a tiny, weird little cat mask?
So if I select it as corrosive, it should, in theory...
Speaking of, like...
do the damage dice on its own, correct?
Speaking of mildly creepy stuff...
Yeah, it should.
Okay.
Speaking of mildly creepy stuff, I watched the new Amazing Digital Circus today.
The new what?
Amazing Digital Circus.
I don't know what that is.
It's a web series. It's actually quite good.
Oh, yeah?
We'll run with this, and then if we need to fix it on the back.
Also, speaking of creepypasta, Spotify keeps trying to convince me that creepypasta is a genre of music, and it's not. There's exactly one song in that genre, and it's actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. And none of those have been on that playlist that it keeps telling me has creepypasta in it.
It's trying to convince you that... Siren
Shia LaBeouf is entirely normal.
Shia LaBeouf's not on those playlists is the problem.
No, it's trying to convince you that the fucking Silent Head rap is real music. Is a real creepypasta music.
There is the other one I built though.
Why are you showing me Pokemon?
The little guy.
It's a Gundam.
That's a Pokemon.
Speaking of
it's a Gundam. You can see the sheets right here. It's Gundam. It's Gunpla.
I don't know what that means, but that's definitely a Pokemon. I don't know anything about Pokemon or Gundams, but that's a Pokemon.
Speaking of things being related to other things, did y'all see the new the Rathalos Transformer?
The what?
Yes. Did you see the P Bandai Digimon X Monster Hunter Digivice?
Oh yeah, I did. Someone I know is insanely excited about that because she loves both Monster Hunter and Digimon.
Huge. Okay, so why are my weapons in the Path Builder whatever stuff marked as large, but they're not marked as large on this? What did I do there?
So.
Oh yeah, large weapons are kind of funky.
They're large by default now.
It says size large.
Okay,
when
cool.
I look at your weapon.
I think I'm pretty
right,
sure the Giant Instinct just sets all weapons you get as large.
So that's why it did that.
Yeah, when you're going to giant mode, all your weapons grow with you.
Man, there's a
No, they don't. They specifically don't grow with you. You're just clumsy. Period.
Because man, I just I've been looking. There's a surprise. Barbarian 8th level gets a lot of really neat feats.
Does it?
Yeah, it gets a couple really neat stuff. Like Invulnerable Rager is one, which is the one that lets you rage in heavy armor.
Ooh, fun.
Better.
I do like that we're getting more barbarians can have armor as a treat feats.
Yeah,
I mean medium is the default for everyone.
Yeah, they do have medium as the default.
Well, okay, yeah, but
it's not like the barbarians are raging in like cloth.
Yeah, this just lets you use full plate.
Yeah, but barbarians would get minuses if they weren't in light armor sometimes. If I remember correctly. Am I wrong? I might be wrong.
In 1E, you straight up just couldn't wear it and rage unless you were specifically the Invulnerable Rager.
Yeah.
Also, unfortunately for me doing a build for a grapple barbarian, there's two separate feats that would be very good for grappling. They're both level 8.
So is it just assumed I have arrows?
So your arrows are like piss cheap. They're like coppers for like a dozen.
So if I search arrow, it only has Hunter Arrowhead, and I don't know what the fuck that is or why there are 80 gold pieces and rare.
Where are you looking for this? I think it would take.
I see what I did. I had equipment equipped, which was, I guess, the problem. All right, cool.
Yeah, there should just be an arrows entry in the equipment tab.
And I should have 30.
I've got something less horrifying to show you now.
It wasn't horrifying. It's just a Pokemon.
Texting. All right.
But it was missing its eyes.
Couldn't tell. Pokemon just look like that, I assume.
Adventures Kit was probably what I got. Consumable.
That's the same fucking Pokemon.
I actually have like a plushie of this one in my like plushie net off the side, and like when I got them at Build-A-Bear, I named them Weed Cat.
It's the same fucking Pokemon.
Boots of Bounding.
All right, A14, A13. This is just like building a Gundam, by the way. For A13.
I'll take your word for it.
Gundam is sick. You'll like Gundam.
I will? Like, this sounds like a threat.
Yes, you will enjoy Gundam.
When am I consuming Gundam? What is Gundam?
You will enjoy Gundam. You will enjoy Kamen Rider.
Oh, is that a Kamen Rider thing? Okay.
No, it's not a Kamen Rider thing. It's just also a thing Haraya's interested in.
It's a group of mangas or animes.
That was some very underwhelming sushi, considering.
You will join the chess servers I'm in.
I remember I watched Gundam Wing. That was the only one.
Okay.
Wing was kind of mid, but like it was good in the US because that's the only thing we had.
Yeah, that was it. It was on like Funimation.
Me explaining the rose to everyone.
No.
Not Funimation. Whatever they had on Cartoon Network. Toonami.
6 silver 5 ad coins. Cool. I think I've done all the things.
Hooray!
Oh, awesome.
It only took me 10 years. It only took an hour, 70 minutes of your time. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, that's
all right, cool.
Why we're here. Get set up. Okay.
All right, cool. In theory,
all right, everybody.
I'm good to go. And I'll just find my own fucking...
So, yeah, what I wanted to do today is basically like a new session 0 since Svi is going to be joining us. And we haven't played for a while. So I wanted to go over just kind of like reestablish what the game is, you know, expectations, things like that. So first thing, this is a custom campaign that takes place in Galarian. The tone, it's I would say it's semi-serious. It's probably a bit more serious than Araya's campaign is, with us being ridiculous in it.
Yeah.
But there's still, like, I mean, there's still lots of joking around, so it's not like this is like you have to be super serious.
There's joking around, but there's also
emotional moments.
This is not 40K.
This is not 40K, but there is a 17-year-old getting serious depression.
I'm sorry.
We're also walking into the land of nightly genocide, so...
Yeah, I have done nothing wrong. I'm a perfect angel.
You have never met an NPC you didn't decide to lie to, usually for no good reason.
Fun.
Returning to one of my favorite quotes I've ever said on this is we keep using our charisma skills in the reverse order of usefulness.
Oh God, the one time we traumatized a halfling child.
That was really funny.
We went like it's like
we've also determined that halfling children are called quarterlings.
Oh yeah, there was that too. Yes, we see your point. And it's very cute.
I think the basic guidance is all the characters they take the world seriously, but they also do crazy things inside of the world.
We take the world seriously, but our characters are also kind of absurd
assholes.
Yes. So other thing, sorry, go ahead.
It seems pretty serious.
I told a kid that his dad was dead by going, I think I saw his ghost.
You also
have a kid. We're okay.
I legitimately forget. Where did you pick? Where did Iska pick up the licking things?
That just sort of happened. I'll be honest with you. That was not a part of her character back when she was originally incarnated in the Carrion Crown campaign.
No. He was
that just sort of happened. I saw a corpse and went, I should lick that.
Yep.
And for some reason, it hasn't caused issues so far.
I mean it's yes, it has. I've gotten violently ill several times.
Yeah, but it has not caused, like, big issues.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's also in this list of things that one of the things I'm going to say is I don't unfairly punish you for doing something crazy. Like, if you lick something like Iska does, you might have to roll a fortitude save and get like sickened or something. I'm not going to be like,
oh secretly this wall is poison, and you die.
Yeah, like bad news. You lick this corpse had like mummy rot in it or something.
Yeah.
Congrats, you have that hallucinogenic spore that made everybody go nuts when they opened the tombs.
Oh right, well, that's in real life. Okay, so yeah, moving on. Next thing is the events that happened in the campaign are going to take precedence over any established Galarian lore. There's like tons of Galarian lore. I don't know it all.
Pariah is the only person who does.
Yeah,
I don't know it all.
No
liar, yes you do.
Else.
Like when you ask a question, I have to go to the source. So
yeah, like what I try to do is I try to take the lore and incorporate it in the campaign, but if you notice some kind of discrepancy, I mean, it is what it is. Just consider this.
Canon is a suggestion, not a requirement.
Right. So schedule and attendance. The plan is we're going to do this once every other week, so bi-weekly. I think we're going to try to alternate with Haraya's campaign.
Yeah.
Let me know in advance if you can't come for some reason. Emergencies happen. I mean, just today, like I was already late, so it's not a big deal. If you have to take an extended absence, let me know, and I figure like we'll decide as a group if we want to play, you know, with just down a person during that time, or if we want to take a break. Yeah, intra-party relationships. So no PvP. Anyone who's played RPG should know why.
Yes.
I definitely encourage player-to-player role-playing. So if you just want to like take time and talk amongst yourselves, that is 100% fine. I will sit back and let you do that. Any major relationships you want to establish with another player, whether it's like you want a romantic relationship or rivalry or something with another character, just talk to the player to make sure that they're on board with it.
We're adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about me as a game master. So my goal is for everybody to have a good time, while ensuring a consistent narrative. So we just want to, you know, stay focused when we're all making this narrative together. But if you want to do something like respect your character, I'm almost always going to let you, because I don't really get the sense in forcing you to play something you don't want to play.
I just realized why this seems so familiar. This is exactly like going through the syllabus at the start of the new school semester.
Yep.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You're giving me flashbacks, Josh.
Been good enough for hundreds of years. It'll be good enough for us.
Do you think the syllabus is that old? It's not.
I mean, there's like colleges that are super old. So
I think
that doesn't mean the practice
years old.
Of like having some kind of introduction when you start a new thing is probably pretty old.
You'd be surprised.
What, you think civilization just like threw people over the deep end into whatever thing they're going to be doing?
I'll be honest with you, college prereqs are an invention of the Jesuits.
And it's like, I'll be honest,
so it's their fault?
Yeah, literally the founder of the Jesuit order, I learned this because I went to a Jesuit college, went into college and just took courses willy-nilly, realized that he was being stupid, and was like, listen, you gotta make people take the prereqs, otherwise they're gonna do dumb shit like I did.
All right,
I'll be honest, I have one more thing. I have one more thing on this tangent before we get back. I have to say, otherwise I'm gonna explode it. It's like, no, when you said, how old do you think syllabuses are? Because we both listen to the same podcast, I don't understand this. That sounds like a story you'd hear. I would hear about fucking Eric Adams lying about how he invented the syllabus.
I don't even know who Eric Adams is.
The mayor of New York.
The insane mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost the link that you gave me, so I haven't been able to find it.
Damn it.
All right,
I will resend it.
Going back to syllabus not written by Eric Adams.
Is going back to the syllabus written by a man who knows how to
do things. Yeah. I'm kind of new to Pathfinder, so if I do something that, like in the game, that you think is wrong, like if I didn't do the right roll, I'm fine if you correct me. I'm not gonna like have an issue with that. I encourage improv, so if you want to like, yeah, exactly. Hariah is always correcting me. Like if you want to just, you know, make up stuff, I think it's totally fine. I'll try to incorporate your character's backstory and things that happened in the adventures into the overall narrative. So, you know, if there are things that you want to happen regarding your character, just make sure you let me know, and I'll try to add that to the game. Yeah, the next one's about narrative authority, basically meaning like how much you can influence the narrative as a player. I'm okay with you doing it, like, as long as it pertains to your character. Like, if you go to a town and you're like, oh yeah, I knew somebody in this town, and you know their name was such and such, I could totally roll with that. Like, that's fine, even if I didn't plan for that. You might just want to like let me know, like, hey, I'm doing this, so I don't interpret it as like, no, this guy isn't in the town, you know. But yeah, I'm fine with doing stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing is, does anybody want to volunteer to give a brief synopsis of what we've done so far, like a summary of the campaign?
I played 2 characters, and my notes are from 2 different points of view.
I love that your notes have like a point of view.
Well, I mean,
mine get pretty snarky sometimes.
I don't know if anyone has better note that Jennifer.
I can do it.
Okay.
My notes are not great on the last place.
My notes.
I have verbatim recordings of every session, and I remember nothing.
At least y'all have notes.
Technically, I have notes. They're publicly available.
All right, so I'll go through the rundown of what you guys did last time, since I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of stuff.
So, the campaign started in a place called the Shrouded Vale. That is like an area that nobody could get to, and when you wind up in it through some magical means, you're basically trapped there forever, and you can never leave. So all the players got thrust into that through different means. They wound up having to fight the noble family that controlled it, like they ruled with an iron fist. They defeated them, and they broke the curse, and it turned out the Shrouded Vale was like a place ripped out of Galarian from a long time ago, by like an ancient magical ritual intended to protect it from what was the Earthfall? Yeah, which is like the cataclysm that destroyed Galarian like in ancient times.
Yeah.
So they restored the Shrouded Vale to Galarian, and then once they're back there, Amity, Jennifer's character, wanted to go to Magnamar, the city that she's from, because when she was shoved into the Shrouded Vale was because her mentor was under attack. So she wanted to see what happened to him. They go to Magnamar. They find out that Magnamar has been like locked down, and there is the person in control overthrew the previous mayor of the city, and they've instituted like a complete lockdown of the city, and they're searching for something. So after some time, they find out what they're searching for is a locket that Amity's mentor gave her right before she was shoved into the Vale. So this locket has some kind of significance because all these different factions are searching for it. To kind of cut this short so we can move on, they find out that the locket is actually a piece of the key that locks Rovagug inside of Galarian. Rovagug is like an ancient god that like destroyed multiple worlds, and he was so destructive that a coalition of other gods got together way back in like the Age of Creation and locked him inside of the planet. And when they locked him up, they made a key and they gave it to Asmodeus, and only Asmodeus can open the cage of Rovagug and let him out. So everyone thought Asmodeus had the key, but it turns out that it was stolen a very long time ago because another group of gods didn't trust him, whether they said it's too much power, he can open the cage, who knows whether he's going to get desperate and do it, we have to get this key away from him. So they stole the key, broke into 3 parts, the party has won, they're trying to find the other 2. There's an organization that was tasked with keeping the keys, called the Keepers, and that was what Amity's mentor was part of, and where they are now, they're on a hidden floating island, like sanctuary of the Keepers, like a secret headquarters. And they were going to try to plan where to go next because they had to find the remaining 2 key shards, and they decided they were going to go to Lastwall because one of them was last seen there in like the somewhere inside of the undead conquered land. So that is very brief summary of the campaign. I mean, you might learn more as we like play, But what I wanted to ask is, where do you want your character to fit in here? Because I think that it would make sense to either have him be a member of the Keepers, so he's already like where they are, or you could have him be like a Last Wall Crusader, because they're going right there.
I feel like organizations might not be where he fits in, but like if they like hired him on to like help with some sort of thing, because like that's kind of what he does. He's just like, I could be useful here, and you'll pay me, and then I'll get to fight. So if they were like maybe not a member of the faction, but like we need your body, and then he like took a contract or something to do something for them, that could be some way to like keep him neutral while shoving him into there.
So,
okay, go ahead.
The place we're heading, the Gravelands, formerly known as Last Wall. I guess that's technically dead naming them.
I don't think it's going to be upset.
I like our concern for them.
If you say
it is a zombie hellhole.
Which is it now?
Okay. So, is there intelligent undead there?
There is, under the command of the big bad of the setting currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it might...
Fallout Zone is basically a good description of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not any sort of faction present that would have hired him unless they're evil.
I mean, there could have been, but I think it might make more sense if you guys...
You were in, like, Volumis.
Well, you need some kind of crew for your ship.
Yeah.
You know, you stop somewhere on the way, and then, you know, lo and behold, you pick up Svi's character.
Oh. Works for me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think that works. So, yeah, I think we're ready to actually get started. It's only 8:30, so that's some time.
All right. I'm going to pee really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to tell my kid to go to bed. It's going to be really quick.
Yeah,
30 minutes later. Oh dear. We're going to have 2 characters that have trauma related to here.
Yeah, my trauma here is secondary for once. Secondhand. Got daddy's trauma a little bit.
I can't hear you, Noah.
Did you mute or something, Noah?
We can't hear you.
Fuck, I did.
I
was like, wow, I'm not getting any bleed. That's why.
And then the tertiary trauma.
Yeah, just existing around Iska is traumatizing for small children and teenage Strix.
I provide a lot of trauma to Turek.
Yeah. Turek is...
I feel bad for Turek. Most people get their trauma before they go adventuring. Not from their adventuring companions.
His trauma is because he grew up on adventuring stories and wanted to become an adventurer, and then realized, oh no, adventuring is horrifying.
Oh yeah, it's wet,
it's horrifying,
it's
and
cold.
Also found you.
It's painful. Yes. Everybody's got terrible coping mechanisms.
Yeah, I remember at the start of the campaign, he was like trying to like give this like big. He's trying to keep up appearances, and then in the necromancer fight, he had panic attack.
It's like, oh shit, this is for real.
I'm going to die.
People are dead. I watched a man die. I killed a man.
Oh yeah, he fully went unconscious during that fight.
I could die. Death is real. Why are these people... That's why all my friends are so fucked up. Oh god, am I going to be like that?
How the fuck did my grandmother deal with any of this shit?
Trick question! She didn't. Repression!
This is all baggage to ask her about once you're 20th level and asking her.
Hey Grandma, I'm a god now. How did you deal with this? Turns out she was lying the whole time. Grandma never was an adventurer.
How even like when you're like a level 20 and like retire your character, like they still got a lot of shit to unpack, because whatever you just dealt with, I don't think they pay therapists enough for whatever your character just dealt with.
Galarian doesn't have therapy. Yeah.
It does, though.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It does. The problem is they haven't invented mythic level rules, so we don't have therapists for the level 1 to 20s. But then once we introduce the mythic rules, now we need a therapy for the mythic level characters, which we don't have yet.
Can you imagine like an Azada therapist or something trying to help you unpack?
And how do you feel about that? I don't. I deal with it by licking dead bodies.
But Galarian, like a lot of major cities, Magdamar and Vudra and Absalam all have like mental health kind of advocacy and, you know, mental health resources.
Are there society therapists?
The society probably has them on speed dial.
It's like
the society. You got to remember,
you gotta help these people.
Well, so here's the thing: in lore, the Pathfinder agents, like any like damages incurred like while adventuring, like if you die, the society will resurrect you if you were on the society's payroll doing stuff for the society, assuming that your body gets found. Like half of feels like 1/3 to like 1/2 of like Pathfinder Society adventures start with like the party before you went missing, go find them.
Amity's original excuse for learning a bunch of enchantment magic was the idea that it could be used for mental health and healing, and then it turns out she's a menace.
Yeah, then it turns out she cannot be
trusted.
She's mildly supervillain coding.
Amity is going to be the antagonist of like the Galarian version of the TV show You.
Amity is the hero of her own story and definitely somebody else's supervillain.
What did you guys do with Nora?
I assume. Well, Nora was with us in the city.
I could have sworn we brought. With you? I think we brought Nora to this hideout because it's a safe place for her.
Yeah, we brought her to the hideout. And then I was going to try to blackmail my adoptive grandmother into allowing her to stay on as a ward of that.
I think you did talk with her, and I thought she agreed to do that.
How do I import an image so that I can stop staring at some wood?
Josh probably needs to
give it.
That one's a huge pain in the ass.
Discord. I'll do it.
You don't. Fuck you.
I just want to do things without interrupting, and it's not working.
Yeah, sorry, bud. It's just like having dinner with the family.
It's such a pain in the ass to import images in this thing.
So uploads are disabled by default because obviously you're not going to let your random player upload something to you.
I don't see why not. It's only 500 dick pics.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why is this piano going so fire?
There we go. Google for the win again.
Okay, let me take that. Save.
Get rid of that music. Play our own. There we go.
What's your character's name?
Tauren the Wanderer.
Like spelled World of Warcraft Tauren?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Tauren.
I didn't think of that.
There's a Minotaur named Tauren.
That was definitely a placeholder I had when I created him because I wasn't sure what was better, and then 2 months went by.
And you never came up with a better version. What do you want?
Well, no, like I got super busy last month, and then I was like trying to come up with it the month before, but we were just doing the build up for the box, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
So, this whole thing has just been like I created him in like a half an hour and was like, that's good enough.
Good enough. I'll deal with it later, and then you just didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
That seems very special.
It's been a very busy month for me.
I mean, to be fair, the first character Hari's first character was just a guy with a gun, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a hell of a guy with a gun.
They were very good with the gun.
They were the most implaceable guy with a gun.
Yeah, he's meowing directly into the microphone.
Meow into the mic.
Almost killed her one time.
Yeah.
You did, and we will never forget that. Because you're consistently the only asshole without dark vision. And Turek got possessed one time. Then he goes through one person's backpack, and suddenly you gotta shoot him.
Alright.
You, like, mildly singed me.
Yeah, you set him on fire. I'm the only person who hasn't directly assaulted Turek. Therefore, I must be his favorite. This is canon.
Yet.
Yeah. Hey!
Well, Lucian hasn't assaulted Turek.
That is true, yeah. He also has not.
I don't think Lucian has taken blows for Turek.
He has.
And the difference is Haraya's character felt bad about assaulting Turek, and Amity tried to convince him she hadn't actually done it.
You did try to gaslight him that it hadn't happened, and his clothes were actively on fire.
Like trying to bolt the lie about the fact that my coat caught on fire because of the fire spell.
And as I absolutely deserve, that's like the one time I absolutely failed a deception check.
And you deserve to.
Alright, you guys' pictures are done.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Let's do things.
So, yeah, let's get started.
Let's go places, do things.
So, all right. Party, everybody except Tarn for now. Mm-hmm. You are at the hidden sanctuary of the Keepers. You have been staying here for a few days preparing to go to Last Wall. Is there anything else you want to do here before you go see Nassim, Zora's mother, and really? Text. And do your...
It's a cute image, what can I say?
It's cute.
Aside from doing like final checks of equipment, I don't think Lucian would have anything else.
I don't think Turek has enough money to really do anything else.
Well, so let me put the money back in the inventory because I'm not actually buying this item.
You're not like you can't really buy anything here.
That is true.
You could ask for things, but you can't buy anything.
But I did, yeah. I gotta remember how a Russian accent works.
I think Amity would have tried to learn some spells, but I'm not gonna deal with that transactional bit right now, and I'd talk with you later in the week.
That's fine.
Great thing about being a sorcerer, I don't need shit.
But she did just casually wander into the con with this, like, little, basically fluorescent dragonette with, like, weirdly insectoid wings, clearly fey, and just casually hasn't mentioned it since.
Iska is immediately fascinated and wants to know more.
This little tiny fey dragon with the happiest expression.
They're gonna have like an Italian mafioso accent.
Oh, that would be so funny. Just the most inappropriate accent.
Wait.
Or Irish.
The character or the dragon?
I do the mafiosa thing so much with Billy.
I mean, it's not mafioso so much as just New England.
Yeah, that party's just entirely
New Jersey.
Yeah, that's entirely like New York and New Jersey.
Well, I mean, Sandpoint is Jersey. Like,
exactly, that's why we chose those accents.
It is Jersey, so it makes sense.
Except, no, I genuinely don't remember how a Russian accent works. Fuck.
Blit.
Not helpful.
Listen to your old stream.
I think the dragon's name is Mylig.
Mylig?
He can talk.
Sweet.
Do they choose not to?
I think Amity speaks to him almost exclusively. He's also touch telepathic, and I think that's mostly how she's going to communicate with him. So you might not know he can talk.
Iska speaks Draconic.
I'm not sure if it does.
Why would your fairy dragon not speak Draconic? What the fuck?
Well, I think
he's a non-native fairy dragon.
He's a fairy dragon, so he would speak Fae. I think he would speak...
I speak Fae too! And Gnomish!
I think as a familiar, he speaks the language I speak, but never mind, I speak...
Okay, in lore, there is a, like, in Secrets of Magic, there is, like, the fact that, like, attracting a familiar overwrites, like, the familiar's, like, previous memories.
That's fucked up!
Oh,
that's horrible.
Well, it's because, like, for the most part, it's mostly just, like, animals gaining in intelligence, basically.
Fae Dragonette's a little different than that, but also...
Because it's already sapient.
Technically not Amity attracting a familiar, although she wouldn't tell you so.
Amity gonna teach the dragon how to insult people and get away with it?
The dragon is a fey trickster spirit. I don't.
It already knows.
That's true.
It's a trickster spirit that can fucking, slow you and enfeeble you.
No, slow and stupefy.
Slow and stupefy you.
Slow and stupid.
With her breath.
No light.
It's a walking glitter bomb.
Oh, fun. I love that.
Yeah, Amity's still totally passing it off as, I'm a wizard, you don't know what I can do.
Iska's known you for long enough that she knows exactly what you can fucking do. And it's cause problems and lie.
But, yeah, other than that.
Me.
Yes, she does.
Okay, so are you guys ready to go to Nassim?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I think so.
All right, so you gather your belongings, pack everything up, and you head to Nassim. As you approach, she says, so I take it you're ready to depart to Laswell.
Unfortunately.
Probably as ready as we're going to be.
It's just a whole ass, baby Galadriel right there.
That is not how I had spelled Nassim.
My notes are wrong. Oh no.
That's because Josh spells things with the power of a dyslexic, which is, I don't understand how English works, so I'm doing my best.
Mm-hmm.
It's like half Galadriel, half Imogen, I'm going to be honest.
It is.
Amity probably looks more like her than she's really comfortable with. Considering they're not actually related.
All elves look the same. No, I'm not racist.
The racism, your republicanism is coming out.
Oh no.
Right. I wanted to let you know that we have tried to send... Okay, guys.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. We're back after so long. We have chaos energy.
You do. We have tried to send scouts over to Laswell to find out where the key fragment could be, but none of them have returned. Usually when we send a scout through the air, it's relatively safe. But there's something near Laswell that is guarding against things in the air, so I would highly advise that you do not fly the Endeavor directly over Laswell, and even flying in the vicinity of it might be dangerous.
Ugh.
I think your best bet would be to land and bring your ship into dock in Volumis. And from there, find out what's going on, and perhaps you could clear the air in time.
The point of having a flying ship, if you cannot fly it over there.
It's good advice, and I'm happy to take it.
And the other
purpose
thing...
of having a flying ship is continuing to have the flying ship.
I agree with you very much. The other thing I wanted to bring up, you have a bit of a skeleton crew right now on your ship, the Endeavor, and I think you could very much benefit from recruiting some more before you make your final journey into Laswell. We cannot provide them here, but perhaps you could stop at a city in Andoran and find some noble souls, or souls that simply will take gold to join you. Since so much of our mission depends on what you do, we are going to supply you with gold stipend that you could spend to accomplish our goals. And she motions behind her, and you see some elves carrying crates, and the crates have gold in it. You think there might be like 3,000 gold pieces that she's bringing.
Generous.
Well, we wish to devote all our resources to your success.
Understandable.
That's much appreciated. I did want to... Do you know whether Zora is planning to come with us or to stay here?
I'm afraid his ordeal took quite a toll on him. He is okay for the most part, but I think he needs some time to recover here. He said that he will try to be in contact with you soon.
That's all right. I feel confident I can leave Nora in his care, and probably better than leaving her on her own with anyone else.
Ah, yes. She provides a very energetic presence that we're not used to here. It's refreshing in a way, having a little one around.
I happen to know that Zora is especially kind to lost little girls, so...
She gives you a knowing smile. She says, well, if there's nothing else, then we are prepared to say our farewells.
Anyone else have anything?
Iska does not want to go into Lastwall, but knows it is necessary. So she's just going to be grumpy about it.
I was barely there during the initial fall. I'd hate to see what it looks like this many years after.
It cannot be better than it was.
Well, I've never been, so it will be all new for me and Turek.
I feel so bad for Turek. This is going to be trauma central.
Yeah, Turek has zero... Well, he has a loose concept of Lastwall, but not, like, anything explicit.
You probably, like, heard, like, stories of, like, the, you know, silver-plated knights there. And then, like, just, like, the fall.
The massacre, really.
Yeah,
and you saw what it did to Iska.
You all have a general idea that Lastwall was once a home to like Crusader Knights, and it was almost completely destroyed by Tar-Baphon.
Well, we gotta make a stop in Andoran, and then
continue on.
Then to Volumus, I believe you said.
That is correct. I believe it's one of the only cities in Lastwall that still stands.
I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. What's the proximity of Volumus to Lastwall?
It's on the water.
It's on the water. I think it's technically in Lastwall.
It is in Lastwall, but I do know that the Society and the active Knights of Lastwall do aid in guarding and providing supplies for those who remain. It's still a grim picture from what I've heard.
We've heard much the same. Unfortunately, I don't have any more recent intelligence. As I said before, something has stopped our scouts. So you'll be going in a bit blind, but hopefully you will learn more before it's too late.
Well,
how often do you wish us to report in?
I would love it if you could report in daily through magic, but I understand that that may not always be possible.
If you have the spell power left at the end of the day, I'll send a message in my dreams.
I will look forward to your report, and if you need aid, and if you believe it's safe for it to arrive, we shall do what we can.
Well, that's the best we're going to get.
Well, if there's nothing else, then I wish you the best of luck. The fate of not just Galarian, but many other worlds may rest on your shoulders.
That's no pressure or anything.
Okay, so yeah, with that, are you guys going to go?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you depart. You board the Endeavor. There's like a skeleton crew of some of the Pathfinder volunteers from Magnamar that are helping you run it. And you set off. Are you just gonna land like maybe in the capital of Andoran? It's kind of on the way.
Yeah.
Wherever.
I forgot what the name of the capital is.
I just
Almas.
had it up. That's it.
Almond.
I really like Andoran as a country, just like fantasy America.
Oh no, is it?
I'm not joking.
They have like Minutemen with like.
They have Minutemen. They fight tyrants. They like literally actively fought the Order of the Nail Hell Knights.
I thought.
And then they've got their own like colonial-looking Eagle Knights.
So yeah.
Other interstate countries talk about Andorran Man.
Okay, so no, there was a brawler in 1E that was a Shield champion brawler, and you could actually play Captain Andorran.
Oh no!
Oh,
the Republican Archivisca continues.
Anyway, it's in general. That's what the Eagle Knights look like.
So, after maybe like half a day's journey, you land the Endeavor in Almas.
Pull into port, so no one.
Now, okay, so you're gonna land and pull into port, yeah. So yeah, you sail into port. Now, what's happening in Almas? On the other side, Tauren. You have been doing some odd jobs in Almas, just like taking whatever mercenary work you can get. And you are hanging out in the tavern right now, just trying to find if there's any other jobs. And you start to hear rumors that a ship has landed and that they've been like looking around asking to see if there's any people that would like to take on mercenary work.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna close my tab, duck out the door, and make my way generally in that direction to kind of like figure out what's up with it. Walking fast, faces passing homebound. I'm gonna lumber my way on over. And kitty, and hopefully make myself of use and just try to generally get out of this place, because the work has dried up. And I need monies.
So yeah, for the rest of the party, you have. I'm assuming you've been asking around, trying to find if you could see anybody that would want to join. And after you got a few bites, like a few, you know, I would say like lower level, lower class warriors that were interested in joining. You see a very like large minotaur walking towards your direction.
Iska's immediately fascinated. This is the tallest man she's ever seen.
Oh yeah, Turk is also interesting because Turk's like reasonably tall. It's like 6'5", so it's like
Turk was both the youngest and the tallest of the party after the Kit Kats left.
And now he's definitely not the tallest.
Oh no.
I did outside real quick. I did preliminary Google searches of how big I could make him. So he's 9 feet tall and like 450 pounds. So okay. So I lumber on up. You see like the largest minotaur you've seen, moving on forward. He doesn't seem slow, but like he moves deliberately towards you. And I guess looks at Iska, who seems to show interest.
Iska's vibrating.
Yeah, seems to show interest. I hear you're looking for more hands to hire on or something. Can you tell me more about that?
Iska opens her mouth, closes it, realizes she has no idea what the job description is, and turns to Amity expectantly.
I take.
Amity will turn to Lucian for this kind of thing.
So just head and rotate.
The thing she's not good at. She's not necessarily good at noticing whether they're trustworthy, although she's still mad at Lucian for other things.
So, Lucian. Oh, that's right. I still got the buff. Lucian is going to.
Amity has been sitting on the deck of this ship, totally pretending she hasn't been ogling dock workers.
Certainly a step above everyone else that's hired. What kind of skills do you have?
If you point me in,
He's large.
I'm probably I'm the strongest minotaur you'll find. And if you point me in the direction of something worth destroying, I will destroy it.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
What would you say one of your greatest weaknesses is? No.
Tell me about a time where you overcame
a significant challenge. No.
Well, we're going to be making some excursions into the Gravelands.
I can handle that.
Have you been to the Gravelands?
Pay as shit. Company is worse.
Hey!
I've taken some questionable contracts here that mean my need for pay is reduced by my need to leave, so I'm willing to settle for less.
How about a split of whatever we find?
Do you tend to find things worth having?
Yes.
Plenty.
I can see
I'll take your word on that.
Once we found an entire Thessalonian train station with its mechanics intact.
So...
Is that worth
Lucian's
something?
eyes glow. Lucian's eyes glow for a moment as he casts a amped detect magic.
Okay.
Are you magical?
The infinite eye. Lucian knows.
Just like what? Like my magic items glow? Like I don't know.
Yeah, your magic items glow radiantly.
You'll note that my armor and weapons are of significant magical effects.
Well, I think we found one. Welcome to the ranks, as Lucian holds out a handshake as his eyes glow blue.
I take my hand in your forearm and shake your forearm.
You notice that his arm is made of metal.
Oh, dope. I feign disinterest.
You're actually very fascinated.
It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
Roll deception.
Oh, actually, I'm trained in this. Hang on, one second.
I'm rolling
deception. My perception DC is 26.
First roll.
Oh,
play it cool.
A nonsense roll.
you gotta beat by 26 DC.
Hang on, we're relearning how to do these things. So I click the dice next to it.
This is why I make you roll these rolls now, so that you can figure out.
Oh
Let's
no!
Go. Clearly very interested. I guess.
That is a critical failure. Sterling Dynamo.
Take it apart either.
Yeah, like you can't help your eyes from like bulging out for a moment, and then you like shake your head and you try to play it off. And, like,
goddamn Mr. Bean, my eyes. Yeah.
His eyes are always bulging.
Sterling Dynamo. I lost my original while I was in the Gravelands as well.
Fascinating.
As he shifts the hand, you see like a crossbow pop out the top of the arm.
You did that on purpose.
And then you also see his shield grow into like a huge like tower shield before shrinking back down.
Very interesting.
While Lucy's showing off, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
You said you need to be leaving sooner rather than later. Are there any legal entanglements we should be aware of?
Not legal so much as reputation. I'll say that some contracts leave less favorable impressions in the minds of others than others, even if the pay is worth taking them for.
What you really need is to control your image from the get-go.
Oh my God.
I mean, if you start out with an idea of how you want to be perceived, and just consistently commit to that all the way through, it generally works out for the best, I've seen.
Typically does. Some people are less worth cultivating that image with than others.
Yeah, but see, that's just practice.
You know you're a PC when Amity immediately drops the fucking,
I now have a PR rep. Thank you.
No, that's the Billy in her.
My social media page needs someone to monitor it. I'm taking applications.
Ghostwriting for his Instagram.
I thought they were hiring you.
Yeah.
Well,
clearly this is an equitable exchange. I'll take that under advisement.
Turk and Lucian are wonderful, but I certainly never mind another set of muscly arms to hide behind.
No, you do not.
You're welcome.
Amity's experimenting with radical honesty, partly because it throws and stuff.
Yeah, you know you're a PC when Amity's first instinct is not to gaslight the fuck out of you.
Turk doesn't know how to feel about this statement.
Well, I guess as long as you're here, you're company with the Pathfinders now, as he gestures towards his Wayfinder as if it would mean anything to you.
Okay, as you're discussing this,
Torin blinks politely.
One of your Pathfinder crew members comes up and says, "Oh, Lucian, whoa!" and is staring up at Torin, and he says, "I'm sorry, sir. Is this one of the new additions to our merry band?"
Indeed. He'll actually be joining us on any ground excursions we do rather than the ship.
Oh, well, on the matter of the ship, we did manage to recruit 20 more crew members that should be able to help take care of the ship while you're not there and ensure that it stays in good operation. I would say at this point we're ready to head out when you are.
Well, we've got our men, we've got new recruit. You don't mind an internship period, do you? Lucian says with a smirk.
As long as my cut is still the same.
Then what's the point of the internship?
Point in internship going into the Gravelands.
It's not much of an internship, is it?
I feel like the risk is worth a little bit of incentive for this internship.
Well, sounds
as it were.
Let us away. The Gravelands await us.
All right, so you get back on the ship.
It's our harem, Iska.
Iska's asexual.
Amity hasn't done anything with any of them.
I know, she's not going to.
Also, Turek is Turek
is a baby.
He's of age, but not by a lot.
It's a little bit creepy.
Only one of you has kind of messed around with a succubus. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, did he do? Was it consensual? No.
I mean, I was also fucked around with a succubus who made me run away.
You had a fae inside of you.
I'm so mad at that succubus.
That statement is an interesting
charmed
one.
me first.
That is a long story. We'll get.
It really isn't. It's just that Amity's mad at the succubus for usurping her place in Lucian's affections.
She wasn't sure she had a place in
I was referring to the fae inside me.
Referring to Winter Gale.
Yeah.
So, all right. You're on the ship.
Turek's also a little bit possessed at all times.
So, Tarin, roll a perception check as you are sailing through the air.
Turek is just Deno.
That's an initiative.
I think
Hang on,
we've
we're
said
figuring
this before,
this out.
haven't we? I'm pretty sure we've talked about this. He's Deno. He's Deno-coded.
Ore Sanjo.
If I just click perception.
The problem is that.
Hang on, I'm figuring this out all over again.
Okay,
One
take your
second.
time. Take your time.
That's what a session 0 is for.
Yep.
It's just on the left, right? But that's initiative. So where?
No, this messes me up too.
There is a perception.
I think it's above that.
It's the one that has the eyeball next to it.
Oh, okay. So okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Roll. I'm just doing great today.
Oh, the dice love you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can avoid the other half of those domains anymore.
No, you do hear something. Yeah. You're just kind of looking over on the ship as it's sailing through the air, and you overhear two of the newer sailors behind you talking, and they're like, "Also, what did I pay you to get out on this rig? They gave me 50 gold to start, and they said 2 gold a day. Was that right?" So yeah, you just overhear them talking about that.
About their significant pay advantage.
Yep.
I
mean that is generous pay.
Amity would see how far she could get away with not offering it just for fun.
I really wouldn't piss off the enormous man with horns.
Forget people want to be paid.
All right, so moving along. So you eventually get closer to Laswell. At this point, you're still in the air. Your ship's crew has kind of thought that you're not close enough to Laswell that they want to land yet. But as you're traveling, the air starts to get a little bit colder, and you can hear some of the sailors like muttering, and there's just like a nervous energy in the air. You hear some of them talking about like rumors about ghost pirates.
Dope.
Ghost pirates. Oh. That would be a change.
Do ghosts have a scent?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
They have to have glands for that.
Unless like high sea ecto cooler is the smell of ghosts.
That's so specific.
Just salty decay.
So you're going through a cloud right now, and I would like you all to roll a perception check.
Which I know how to do now.
I'm so proud of you.
Can I be repeating detect magic?
Yep. What's the range on that?
Oh, that was so close.
30 foot. Well, mine's 30-foot emanation.
30 foot. Okay.
Mine's a 30-foot emanation. I just don't see as much.
Well, I only see more when I amp it, I think.
Okay. Well, I can't amp it, so I'm just casting it.
Sorry, I'm looking up the level-based DC. My favorite go-to here. All right, there we go.
The best chart in the game, actually.
So, Lucien, you notice off of the starboard bow. Yes, actually, it's a starboard bow. There appears to be some kind of like almost translucent structure that seems like it's getting closer and closer to the ship.
Lucien is going to tell everyone to get the fuck down, get the fuck inside, something's approaching.
Okay, yeah, all the crew starts to run inside. Are you guys going to...
No,
like,
why would I do
or...
that?
Yeah, so you're going to be up where this stuff is going down, right?
Obviously.
Yep.
I would have cast that this morning, so...
So, you see, it starts to make itself more clear approaching the ship.
What's it?
It appears to be like some kind of floating, ghostly lifeboat with 4 figures on it. And I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
You can change the map.
Is it? Oh, you're right. Hold on.
I've just been staring.
I'm still staring at Galadriel Light.
Galadriel at home.
There we go.
Grandma.
She should be my great grandma with how elves age.
She's Zora's mother.
That's a weird token shape. Oh, I guess you didn't stretch it to fill 4 squares.
Yeah, the aspect ratio is off. That's
big.
Why.
Big dude. This is some music. I like it.
Yeah, this is very Xenoblade.
You guys aren't going to hear what it is. Because you know I can't play any copyrighted stuff because this is streamed, right?
Yeah.
You can. It's just then I can't export it to YouTube.
It's not copyrighted.
I'm not saying it is Xenoblade, but it sounds like Xenoblade.
It's all AI generated.
Oh.
No fucking way.
It is. Isn't that insane? It actually sounds good.
Made me sad.
It was like the only way I can play something that can't possibly be copyrighted.
I mean, there's a lot of non-copyrighted music for stuff like this on YouTube.
It is, but I'm nervous about playing it because, like, I don't know. Like, no one can give like a definitive answer of if it's going.
It's like if it's in the Creative Commons, it's fine.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, looks like first up is Noble Ghostfire Captain. Where's your speed, sir?
Torin's name is Blank.
What's that?
Blank.
He's a noble captain.
We got the glamorous wraith. I like that one.
The awkward wraith. The agitated specter actually sounds like a pretty normal enemy name.
That you can't fool me. That's Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, it looks like that. Okay. So he floats over to Taran. He's going to strike with his ghostly cutlass.
Critical. Oh my god. The dice hate you.
So yeah, he just like slashes it through you, Taran. 40 damage. But that's all his actions, thankfully. Lucian.
Alright, so the first action. There we go. There's a macro here. Lucian's going to spend one action, Battle Medicine, to stride and then treat wounds. Oh, the game's paused.
Oh, done.
We're going to stride to here. I'm going to treat wounds on Blank.
He's unblanked. I fixed it.
He's still blank.
Shouldn't be. It might just not have updated on your end.
That's probably.
And you treat wounds. I don't need to roll. Oh, what do you mean I don't have heal? Oh, it's because I had the... One second. I need to go back into my equipment.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure we did a combat so we could figure all this stuff out.
Alright, now I'm going to Battle Medicine. Assurance DC 20. I should match that, yep. And our Tauren friend is going to heal 26. And then you're going to be immune to my Battle Medicine for 1 day. My second action, Taran. Alex.
Still can't hear
I cannot hear you.
Mute. Yeah, I can't hear you.
Anyway, they heal 26.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to do a combat assessment against the Ghost Pirate.
Alrighty.
I'm going to strike and then make a recall knowledge check.
Alex, if you scroll up and hit that apply healing button.
You'll heal.
Oh, I could have just done that. I just did math and edited my current data.
Okay, yeah.
So you're gonna give me the... Okay, that's a hit.
So I'm going to deal damage, and I'm going to get a free recall knowledge check on them.
Okay.
Wait,
Did that recall knowledge
I
work?
didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to learn it.
Did not.
Let me check. Oh, it's probably the old version of the macro.
Ah.
Recall knowledge macro.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Now,
And they're a ghost, so I think occultism would be the skill.
Okay, no. Unfortunately, you don't recall anything.
Damn. And then I'm going to... For my third action, I'm going to combat grab. I'm going to strike with the multiple attack penalty. If this strike connects, they are grabbed for free.
Okay. Yeah, so he's grabbed then.
Well, no, this next one needs to connect.
Oh, the next one, okay. It did not.
And it's a miss. That's my 3 actions.
Oh yeah,
All
I
right.
have this weird thing. Okay, cool.
Next up, agitated Spectre, very agitated.
He sounds friendly.
Ooh. Perfect for Halloween. Oh, we're the perfect location for the Halloween month.
Ooh.
That's right.
Don't you guys like spooky stuff?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's the ghost theme for Pirates of the Caribbean? What is it again? We need to pull that one up now.
Davy Jones. Oh.
Why is the rum gone?
There we go.
Finding the Kamen Rider Ghost OST on YouTube.
The way Rs work, do you roll a save when you are first exposed to the aura, or is it if you like start your turn in the aura?
Give me 1 second.
A creature that first enters
automatically
the area.
affect everything within a specified emanation around that monster.
Okay, so yeah. All right, everybody. You are all gonna have to roll a will save. I'm gonna put this one here.
Woo!
Hey, no,
Right.
that's Watchstick!
Let's go! I did a thing!
Okay, that's a crit success, so you're fine.
Success.
Turek, you are frightened 1 with that success.
Thank you, bravery.
Lucian is totally fine. Iska, you are frightened 1.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm just checking feeds because I used to have some that affected mental effects that.
Wait, hang on, so do I.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah, this thing just like your bones kind of chill as it comes over.
You don't belong in this world, monster.
You have Uno.
Oh, my cat! My cat just used the litter box, and God, it smells it.
So I think I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything. Apparently, I'm missing an archetype feat, though.
Get wrecked.
Your level 8 one?
Yeah.
All right, so it is going to strike at you, Lucian, and it's going to attempt its spectral corruption. I got a miss. Oh no, it hit.
Litter box real quick. It stinks.
Hit by 6. Yep, I take that.
Okay, so 21 damage, and it's also going to use this. So it gains 5 temporary hit points as it kind of leashes the life from you.
Then I have to make a will save against being corrupted. Does it need to counteract the fucking succubus's effect?
I don't know how that interaction works. Well, you got a nat 20, doesn't matter.
Critical.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're not affected by that at all.
I am a fighter. The one trait all fighters have is the fact they're like incredibly brave.
They get will saves out the ass.
Right,
not will saves. They get bonuses against
fear.
You
just didn't turn past me because it's off one.
It's what?
Mine thinks it's Turek's turn.
Oh, how's that happening?
What? How?
I think you're desync. I need to refresh.
Yeah, I think I desynced at the wrong moment. Okay, hold on. You know, I'm gonna do some. I cast haste on Turek.
Okay.
So I put my hand on his back. Turek, be fast, be brave. Good luck. And then I'm gonna cast shield. And then I'm gonna refresh.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, now it's everybody's favorite wraith, the glamorous wraith.
The very fancy.
Okay.
The runway wraith.
So the glamorous wraith sachets up to Lucian.
The saucy wraith.
Amity reluctantly enjoys its whole aesthetic.
Gnomes disappeared.
Okay.
I raised an eyebrow.
Yeah, it takes its hand and it tries to like grab inside and wrap its hand around your heart. You're gonna have to roll a will save.
You're back.
I want to hero point in that. Let's see if I...
You're just gonna take.
Oh yeah.
If you don't hero point it.
Oh.
It's only a crit failure.
Never mind. It's just damage. I'll take that.
You take it? Okay. So yeah, you could feel like this like horrible chill enter you.
A million dice.
Only 6 dice.
He does have a lot of health, to be fair. He is a tank.
Damage. Be all right. All right, Turek, you're up.
All right. Turek has been given boost. All right. Actually, you know, I'm going to go after. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding. And the function. Activating. You know what? Let's make it interesting. I'm going to activate a new stance.
Ooh.
I'm activating Mountain Stance.
Noise.
Then I'm going to take a flurry of blows using Falling Stone.
Wait, hang on.
Hits.
Nice. Because of off guard, by the way, it hit.
Yeah. 23.
Okay, yeah. Cuts right into it.
Astral. Let's go.
Everyone forked out for astral runes.
Smart. Another hit.
Ooh. And Lexer because forceful second attack.
All right, you can see like this thing's form starting to like quiver as you just like keep plowing
Turk
into
just
it.
going in with a barrage of elbows. That's the end of my turn. Now for the awkward wraith.
Okay, the awkward wraith is going to start the conga line of doom. Oh, wait.
Flanking
yeah,
conga.
Yep, here we go. Did not help him. He still missed you by 1.
I didn't realize I could do this. Okay, we'll do that.
Oh wait,
next time.
it didn't count your off guard. That's a hit.
Yeah, that would hit with off guard.
Kitty.
So just 9 damage.
Ow.
That's unfortunate.
Iska.
Yay! They don't have bones, which makes me very sad.
Yeah.
I'm going to let me move.
Flanking Congo.
It's possible they remember having bones, but that's more my manipulation than yours.
Yeah. That was it. This should work, right?
I like your confidence. It's overwhelming.
This is not the most offensive spell build out that I could have.
Well, never mind. No, it doesn't.
Actually, that probably missed by more than 1.
Yeah, it missed by more than 1.
Yes.
All right,
That did not
anything else? Okay, and shield. So that's 3 actions, right?
Yep.
Tarin, you're up.
Okay. I feel like this is obvious.
Rage is actually a free action now.
No, yeah, I saw that, but it was contingent on using it with initiative, and I didn't do it immediately, so I felt like I couldn't do that.
Effect is cool.
You're allowed to do shit retroactively.
I mean, you haven't been targeted, so it doesn't really.
I was targeted.
Your AC also doesn't increase until you use Titan Stature,
Okay.
which is a separate action.
Which I can't technically use. I mean, I guess I can't. Where would that be on here? That's not something I see. Anyways, okay. So we're gonna do the slam down. No, wait. What was it again? Yeah, slam down?
I think slam down's press, isn't it? No.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
No, it's flourish.
Flourish.
That dude. Oh, I had to select him first, right? Hang on. We're figuring this out again.
Select him, strike, and then...
Find my tokens. Set elevation. I gotta make it so I can do the things. Hang on. We're remembering. Oh, wait, there are shortcuts on this? Hang on. What is the button to click things? Strong tools, measurement controls.
You can see like a bullseye on the right.
There we go.
On the left.
Did it. And then we have actions. And then we have...
Strike.
Oh god, there's so many options here. Okay. Slam down. And that should just attack it on that guy?
No, you need to actually roll your strikes. With on the attacks column, you should see what your primary weapon is if it's drawn.
And then click strike. That. Roll. In theory. Cool.
That's a hit.
Then we're gonna roll for damage, right?
Yep.
Why did it do ranged?
And you can roll again.
Oh, it rolled horns. Cool. Okay. We're figuring it out.
You got
it.
Your weapon entry should tell you what weapons they are.
For whatever reason, it wasn't drawn. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna do...
There's also probably a 35 and might have crit.
damage.
We didn't.
Figured it out.
One off. Even with 35.
Cool.
Alright. And then what you're going to want to do is...
Click slam down.
No. What you need to do is you need to go into your compendium packs, you know, where you were dragging like equipment from before. In the search bar, you should see trip, and then you should see a macro on the list that says trip athletics action macros.
Sounds like a lot of effort. Okay, 1 sec.
You should be able to drag this down to your bar. Into your like hotbar.
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. So we're not doing slam down though for some reason?
You need to do those separately because there's no like one button do both things because no one's programmed it.
You do notice that your strike seems to not entirely connect with this thing.
Even though it's a magical weapon? Nice.
Magic weapons
reduce damage.
Yeah, reduce.
Okay,
cool. You should drag that down to your hotbar on the bottom.
Okay, so...
and then click that while targeting the ghost captain.
Hold on. So I've got slam down in the thing, but I need to search somewhere.
I put it in the chat. Do you see where I said the script macro trip athletics?
Oh, it didn't scroll down. Okay, cool. You're the best.
You should be able to drag that down to your hotbar at the bottom of the screen. They land prone and take bludgeoning damage.
Beautiful.
Alright, so even though you didn't do that much damage to it, you were able to like snag its ghostly leg and
pronify
as much as a ghost can fall down, it falls down.
Dope. Alright, so that was 3 actions. Yes?
Trip a ghost?
Yes. Yep. I'm just that guy.
It doesn't take any damage.
I'm very impressed.
Alright. So, okay, so that was 2 actions or 3?
That was 2 actions. You should have 1 left.
So then I have to do... Can I... Oh, no wonder. Okay, so it was in... For whatever reason, I was using my halberd. Change grip to... No. Change grip to 2-hand. And then... Roll...
Should be at a map minus 10.
So I... Okay, so I've already done the first one with it, or have I not attacked with it yet?
You've attacked with it. You've also tripped for free. So you're at actually the map minus 10, which is the 3rd blue button. So it's actually 5 lower than that.
That's still a hit.
24.
Choo-choo. Mission accomplished. Alright, so that was 3. Okay, we're figuring this out. Next time we'll be quicker.
Doesn't seem to have taken much from that hit, but it did take a little damage.
Boo. I need to get a ghostly weapon. That sounds useful.
Alright. Next up, it's gonna be Ghost Pirate's turn.
No.
Turn 2.
He is prone enough guard, idiot.
There's nothing that stops you from attacking while you're prone, right?
I don't think so. You're just lying down, you know?
Yeah, your AC is lowered from being down.
Yeah. So, like, how effective is a ghost striking on the floor?
Yeah, you know, I don't really.
Oh, you take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls while prone.
Okay. Ooh, I like your knowledge.
He's gonna stand up.
Whoop.
Action text.
Yep. Go ahead.
Whoop whoop. Come on, that was on the 18, you piece of shit.
He stands up.
I say, as a person who's
and he is going to, like, he starts to take a slash at you, Lucian.
Too, or no?
What's that?
Can I take an attack of opportunity too, or no?
If you have
have reactive strike. If you do, you can.
Yeah, I do.
Roll it.
This strike.
Dang it. So then I just rolled a hit, right?
Normal attack, no map.
Rolled a hit?
Yep.
Alright.
You didn't have a
that's a hit.
Damage. Why is 0 an option?
Because it's 10.
Oh. Makes sense.
Because it's percentile. Decent D10s are percentile.
No, you connected with that one. That one you did a decent amount of damage with. But his form is starting to dissipate, but he's still alive. And
I mean, debatably alive.
He's still undead.
Starts like moving forward, and as he moves forward, he moves through Lucian, taking one strike with his cutlass. As a hit.
This is thing. What is
for 18 damage. Flies through Lucian.
Oh no.
Next to Amity is going to take another strike with his cutlass.
Somehow my shield.
Oh no! They've discovered strategies.
Shield is still up. That's a hit.
What type of damage is this?
It is void.
The shield still can block everything.
Not piercing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's 18 void damage.
Oh, I need to be planning out my maneuvers.
And that's his move. Alright, Lucian, you're up.
Alright, so we're going to try and finish off the ghost. We're going to step. We're going to strike. For damage.
Okay. The ghost form dissipates, and you can see it like just start like screaming and flying away, like it flies off somewhere.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cast guidance on Turok.
Woo!
Ooh, hey. He did.
You were guided.
Hey, that's your turn, right? That's 3.
Yep, that's 3.
Alright. Agitated Spectre. Can you do Agitated Spectre?
That's interesting.
Agitated Spectre.
Alright, he's going to step here, and he's going to try to do his Spectral Corruption on Lucian. Natural 1.
Let's go.
And that's it. Amity, you're up.
Amityville Horror.
The game is refusing to have us figure out the logistics of this.
Nothing will come.
Amity gives Lucian the sweetest smile she can for stepping up and defending her. And then considers this entire thing to be bullshit. So she's gonna reach up to Mylig And his wing seems to shimmer as she casts a 3-action heal.
On everything in the area.
30-foot emanation. The undead give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
I love these effects. They're so pretty.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else can have the healing. If you're in, everyone's in my range, so you can have the healing.
So half healing?
No, you take full healing. So
full
make sure you
healing.
use the plus at the end.
All right. What's the DC?
My DC is
26.
26.
You got 18. That is a regular failure. Critical failure. And success.
Regular success.
So, okay. Do they just take damage like it's a blast spell?
It's
right?
vitality damage, so if they have a...
Right. Okay, so...
So the success takes half.
Agitated Spectre is going to take full. Or are you Agitated Spectre? Okay.
And Glamorous takes double.
Glamorous takes double.
And everyone else can take the healing.
Okay. Yeah, you hear the undead, like, scream as the positive energy bursts through them. And that's super effective with undead. You can kill your party and hurt them.
I can't do it very often, but...
It's crazy how Cleric gets like 4 of them a day. Max rank.
That's awesome. Okay, so it's Glamorous Race turn. And...
Also, I think Amity's healing does sting a little as it goes through.
Noise.
They could just move straight through you guys, can't they?
Can they?
They're incorporeal.
But I am a fighter.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so you'll get an opportunity attack, I think, right?
Yep.
Go for it.
Oh, and that means I get one too, right?
Yes.
On Glamour.
Did you have a turn?
Yeah, I haven't used a reaction yet.
Yeah, I think you both.
No.
You both have a reaction.
Does it do it?
Okay, so yeah, Lucian, you hit. Okay, slash into this thing as it's like moving through you, and you just kind of like tag it as it like goes right through you. Tauren, that does hit, so you can roll damage.
Let's go. Get wrecked, scrub. Make him less glamorous with every hit.
Okay, yeah, this one it does resist your hit a little bit, but not as much as the Ghost Captain.
Nice.
Okay, so it is going to try its Spectral Corruption again. On Lucian. That's a hit.
Yep.
16 damage. Will save, please.
Whoop.
Print that.
You give me the... There it is.
Okay, so yeah, you completely
Expert
shrugged that
because of
off.
the succubus's gift.
Nice.
How kind.
Nothing bad will ever happen.
That
because of
fits.
that.
No, that's not what I want to do. I want to see if I can drag them down.
Turok, you're up.
All right.
You're hasted, you have guidance on you.
All right. Let's de-awkward this wraith. First action, Heaven's Thunder. Second action, Flurry of Blows.
Nice hit. Yep.
22 damage.
Okay, yeah. Takes all of it.
Second hit.
That's not a hit. Alright, yeah, this thing is not looking too hot.
You know, I'm going to use my hasted action to take a third strike.
I guess he is a
Good
Shoto.
luck.
Use your guidance.
It's a miss.
This would not. The guidance would not help.
Is that all your actions?
I still have one action, and I'm going to use it to raise my shield.
Okay.
Yay, haste! You're welcome.
Yay, haste!
Okay, awkward wraith.
Awkward turtle.
So awkward.
We have ballistas that we didn't use. What are we doing?
We're protecting our minions.
Okay.
I fondly remember this map for the imp incident.
Oh,
I
God.
died during that. I think twice.
Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Also a very fond memory still.
Okay, so it attempts to strike, misses horribly.
I was standing in much the same place as I am now.
But
Awkward.
it does reach forward with its other hand into your chest, Turek. And you are going to have to roll a will save.
Woo! It's trying to spook.
Spooky Chris.
It's trying to spook me. This I will cure a point.
Okay.
So that's 2. Yeah, there we go.
All right, that is a success. You're going to take half of this.
So that's 11 and a half. 11? 10 and a half.
10.
Just starts at the
You always round down when you do half.
Yeah. All right, and that is it for the Wraith. Iska, you're up.
Maybe.
Small gnome.
Maybe I could cause problems. For people who are not myself.
It's always entertaining.
I swear,
is.
Does he also get hit by it, though, is the real question.
And it's times like this where I really wish I had sudden reversal.
Does that help you if you're like surrounded?
Yeah, if you're flanked, you can strike once at each of the enemies flanking you.
Oh, I hit him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Is that for...
What
is
the
that like
fuck is
big
that?
weapon focused?
I think it's anyone. I don't think there is any requisites to it. Other than
Okay.
that
What's the
you
name
are
of the feat?
flanked. Sudden reversal?
Yeah, Iska, you... The light just like... You can describe how you destroy this thing, because you completely...
He burns up
Quick
from the
reversal.
inside, like, kind of like those Nazis in Indiana Jones.
Temple of Doom. Yeah.
Reversal, that's the one.
Nice. Okay,
And then I
yeah.
skip backwards several more feet. Hang on.
Okay.
I do not want to be touched. No touchy.
Do not perceive me.
Alright, so that Wraith is completely gone, and Tarn, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna take a stab at that one. Let's
Okay.
wait, select. And then strikes, and then that thing, and then roll.
It's a miss. You do have a hero point
Sure.
if you want to use it. I'm not like saying you should use it. I just want to let you know you do have one.
Let's do that thing. Hang on, how do we do that with this? 1 sec.
There should be a re-roll with hero point option on the attack roll.
If you
It's,
right click, re-roll with hero point.
That's
the
how we
message.
do it.
There you go, crit.
Nice.
So we click critical.
Yep.
Dope.
Yeah,
on
normally
rope.
this situation would not be the time to use a hero point, but since it's almost the end of the session, I just, you want.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Dope. Did that, so that's 1.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
it still breathing?
It's still not breathing, doing whatever its undead self does.
What do you want, sir?
Damn, I
that
suck
is
at
a
this
miss.
thing.
Why are we yelling at the wall?
He continues to not breathe in a very active manner.
Yes.
Alright. One more time. God, I
Nope.
can't win with this.
Well,
Alright.
minus
Nice
10
hit,
damage.
yeah.
I'm proving my usefulness right now. Or
Oh,
lack
beautiful.
thereof. Oh, I
Alright,
did?
Lucian. Yeah, you went the first
Oh, I
time. Yeah,
did.
you got crit.
Yeah.
Alright. We're going to open with a combat assessment. Crit!
Let's go.
This thing's gonna die. Go on.
And this recall knowledge is actually kind of important because we're probably going to be running into more undead of every type in the Gravelands.
Are you still keeping your Rolodex?
You rolled a natural 1, so.
Oh, can I re-roll out with a hero point? Can I click that?
Look,
actually,
I think you can just roll, and I know what the DC is. Roll religion or lore master if you have that.
Actually, I'm gonna spend my reaction and use Crichton's cognitive crossover. Actually, and I'm going to roll it with occultism.
Okay.
Actually, no, I have to roll it with society.
Okay.
Because that's what I'm. And then it was a combat assessment critical hit.
Yes.
And I need to check my list of thorough reports to see if I have any ghosts.
No, don't go up there. No, I don't know if that shelf can hold your weight. Get down.
The red.
Cats keep things interesting.
Is this a spirit?
Is it a spirit? Well, it's certainly not solid.
Is that like a
yeah,
tag
it's like a tag.
Well? It's not
okay.
A spirit.
Alright. There's my recall knowledge.
Okay, that is... You get 4. You got all of them.
Alright, what is the name of the creature so I can add it to the list?
It's a specter.
I actually don't care. I just need... I really just want this so I can... is it...
Okay,
corporeal undead?
It's about to die, so
yeah,
like your information's not gonna help you right
I don't need anything. I just want to add this to my list.
Yeah, you've got it in your Pokédex.
All right, and then here's my critical hit damage, which is actually admittedly kind of mid for being.
Wait, you already rolled that.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you used 63.
Damn.
All right,
beating up the undead.
Describe your kill of that thing.
Season.
He snaps his falcata into place and does like an upward cleaving thrust.
Okay. Yeah. So you
before,
do that. Go ahead.
Before quickly, as he sees the specter dissipate, he's going to Doctor's Visitation, going to Turok.
Oh, is that like a buff?
That's a medic feat, isn't it?
Yep. Going to stride and then battle medicine myself, actually.
Okay.
Treat wounds, assurance, DC20.
Where are you going? Stop doing this to me.
Then I'm going to heal myself for 23. And then I'm going to combat grab this last wraith.
Okay.
Murder him.
That's an attack, right?
Yeah, I'm going to attack. If the attack connects, I grab them. They are grabbed.
Alright, Rafe's still alive, but it is grabbed. Amity, you're up. This thing is not looking good. There's one left.
Knock him out.
Murder!
Murder!
Amity's not real worried about how this goes at this point. You guys seem to have it in hand, so I'm just cantrip.
Poke him over the edge. Into death.
Have some electricity.
My thorough reports thread is now back active.
Voice.
I really love thorough reports. It's so cool. It's so flavorful.
Right. It's a really neat feat.
It's
how do I make my dice
resist most of it, so it's still alive? Anything else?
I do have one other action.
Item.
I'm just gonna wander curiously over.
Okay.
Wander over yonder.
Fight.
It's fun to watch you guys finish them off.
Yeah, Amity moves to get a closer look, and Turek, it's your turn.
All right. Time to continue doing Akira combos on this guy. Honestly, that kind of makes sense. The vibe does make sense because Akira does like to shake the ground with his combos.
There you go. Critical hit.
Kill. Go ahead and roll your damage. Describe your kill.
Jeez.
You had 6 hit points. 6 hit points.
As Turok just is starting to really get the hang of this new stance he's been trying, just lands a massive knee into this thing's like spectral gut.
Okay, nice. Yeah, you land a knee into it, and it just kind of like the force of your knee is so strong, it makes it double over so much it literally folds in half and then collapses on itself and is annihilated.
It also looks very weird because of Turok's legs. Knees look very weird on him.
Yeah, that's
what is Turok?
Mostly bird.
It's like a bird person.
Yeah, bird person.
Right? Okay, dope.
Okay, all right. So you guys have won your first encounter being back. Good job.
We're so back.
Back
I had
again.
such a weird spell configuration.
Okay, so I gave you guys 80 experience, so that should have worked, hopefully.
Got it.
Yep.
It may be autumn, but for these characters, it's still Brat Summer.
Wait, are we at the meme number?
Nice.
Yeah,
Possibly.
you are at the
Wait,
meme
are we?
number. Oh, I have to fix
Yeah, meme number.
He's not the same as you. There
Oh
we go.
yeah, 690.
No,
What's that,
6-9 is the meme. Now you're caught
Nice.
up.
I'll
Nice.
be right back.
The encounter went so well, Josh needs to run away in fear.
So
You
can we
terrorized
use
the
these
DM.
ballistae in the future, or are they just decoration?
I mean, they probably work, but like,
Why?
I can't vouch for how good they are.
That was never a
Natalie sits with her,
consideration.
pulls out a spell book and spends the next 10 minutes switching out Dream Message for Ghostly Weapon in case this sort of bullshit happens again.
I
Okay,
feel like
I'm
that might
back.
have been a consideration.
Yeah, Turok.
I didn't have it prepped.
Turok spends a good amount of time just doing some stretches since they're still getting used to the very aggressive stance.
I start cleaning my weapons.
I didn't spend a focus
What
point.
exactly are you cleaning off of those?
Ectoplasm,
Ectoplasm.
obviously.
The filth.
The filth.
Also, I would like to say for Tauren, he would have seen Turok just at a certain point in the fight, just his body just becomes electrified suddenly.
Is that what the zappy circle is?
The Zappy Circle is haste, but he has another Zappy ability called Heaven's Thunder, which infuses his unarmed strikes with electricity and sonic damage.
So you're cold, you're hot, and you're sparky. Good to know.
Yes, I am.
He is menopause.
Soon he will become the Avatar Master of all 4 elements.
All right. So
5 elements in this case.
All 5 elements.
As the dust settles from this combat,
Learning talents.
you see that the crew gradually start to cautiously peek outside and then walk out when it looks like everything's clear. They start to walk up to you and say, "Looks like you handled them all right. I was worried that will be the end of our little journey here prematurely. Mind telling us what that was?"
Ghosts.
Looked like a ghost captain and his lackeys. Don't know who.
Maybe
they have a ship? Because that's just a lifeboat.
Lucian is. You see him like jotting down notes into his like Pathfinder Society folio. With the 4 pieces of information they also gleaned.
I mean, if they're ghost pirates, maybe the boat sank, and this is all that's left.
Okay, because that's obviously not like a main ship. That's just a
lifeboat.
either they died on that lifeboat and that's the extent of it, or there's more to follow. In the future.
It's a strange thing from last war.
Hopefully nothing. Hoping nothing else happens before we land.
Okay. So the journey resumes, and you do start to get close to Volumes, and you do land in the water. Thankfully, you don't run into any other disturbances, and you pull into the port of Volumes. As you pull in, the city definitely seems to have a rather somber vibe. Some of the dock workers, you notice, helping moor the ship to the dock, they just have this like dead look in their eyes, like they're just going through the motions.
Poor guys.
A man steps up to your ship, limping, and he says, "It's the captain of your vessel."
Well, I'm as captain as we get, I guess. I'm Lucien of the Pathfinders.
We did have a notice that you'd be coming. Well, you can go ahead and disembark. I guess make yourself as home as you can here. The Knight's Keep is where the Knights are stationed right now, if you're looking to sign up with the other Crusaders. Otherwise, we have scant little to offer. And he just kind of walks off, and that's it.
I think we got a warmer welcome in the Vale.
Well, when hell's been brought to your home. Not literal hell, but... Alright, the first thing we need to do is get some information gathering of the lay of the land.
And figure out if we need better weapons. If ghosts are more common.
Until you're able to find a rune, I can help you out with that in combat, but I would prefer not to have to do it entirely. It's a 3rd rank spell.
I agree. If we have a pool of funds to enchant our weapons to make them more unfriendly to ghosts, that would be beneficial. You're talking, but nobody heard you.
We have some like 3,500 gold sitting in our bag of holding.
Okay.
So are you guys gonna move deeper into the city?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get a rune of ghost touch added to my weapon if possible.
Or astral. I can.
Okay.
We could have just
Whatever's
those
most
in Andor.
beneficial.
Yeah. Astral, and as it stands currently, is kind of a direct upgrade to Ghost Touch.
I mean, if there's
I'll see if I
anything
can
you
find
can find in this specific city, it's probably Rune of Astral or Ghost Touch.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to add that to it from the company funds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and remove 450 gold. We can probably have bought this in Almost, and I crafted on the way there.
Yeah, we could say you got it there. That's fine.
I can roll a crafting check, which I'll probably be able to ace.
So we're gonna end soon, but I just wanted to get through kind of the introduction of Voluminous.
Yeah.
So walking through the city, you can see several people in like military garb. A lot of them have injuries and they're just kind of like slumped against buildings. It just carries this complete air of desperation. You eventually walk into a wider area of the city, and there's like where there was once like an open market square, it's just filled with tents that have you see like peasants that some of them are crying. You presume they're refugees that have all came into the city and are huddled into like this very small area within the city. As you walk further down, you see there are a group of knights in better, like more well-maintained armor. The armor has what looks to be a flame on the tabard. They're all wearing the same armor, and they have what appears to be 4 refugees kind of cornered against a building, and they seem to be like aggressively speaking at these refugees who are like trying to cower, and that the other refugees have left like a wide berth around this area.
Right.
Can I make a society check on that flame symbol?
Yeah.
Yep, I will as well.
chests.
I probably should do.
Okay, so yeah, both Amity and Lucian, you know that in Lastfall, as far as you knew, there were two nightly orders, two main nightly orders. There were the Shining Sentinels and the Crimson Reclaimers. This symbol, it doesn't appear to be from either of them, but it has elements from both of those orders in the symbol.
Don't like that.
Lucian's going to... He's going to sigh and make his way towards the knights that are threatening those.
So as you start walking there...
As I start walking there, I'm gonna conceal spell a Charming Push.
What does that do?
Whoever seems to be the leader, I'll cast it.
Okay.
Oh, lost connection. Hold on. I'm going to cast it.
Sure.
Conceal spell means there's no like components
you
at
can't
all.
Tell. Yeah.
Yeah, conceal spell. Yeah, I'm doing it secret, but the spell is being stubborn. Hold on.
And while you're walking up there, this won't have an effect on your spell. One of the refugees like grabs at your arm, Lucian, and says, "I wouldn't go any closer. The lame heads. Once they smell the scent of something, that's it. There's no hope for them now."
Flameheads.
Flameheads.
They call themselves the Shining Order of Crimson Fire. Zealots. Anything that they believe is associated with the undead, they destroy without mercy. Alright, so on to Amity. Charming Push. Okay, so... Okay, so this person's not going to know that you cast it, but he might know that he's been affected by a spell.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. I'm looking for a map here. Okay, so yeah, this is what it looks like. Where you guys should see this map now. Yeah. So we'll say, yeah, this guy. Let me see if I can. This seems to be the person in charge. I need to put Zvi's token here.
Yeah.
There. So you cast it on that guy, and he's gonna roll a will save.
I should have used just charm. Now that I think about it.
So it's a failure, so we can't take hostile actions against you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm presuming you guys, like, you keep walking closer despite the warning.
Lucian's Wayfinder is going to glow slightly as he produces a sigil. As he's walking towards them. Now, right, so what's going on here?
So one of the knights here turns around and like puts his hand on your chest and says, "It's Crimson Fire business. Move along."
You
can
what
see,
is this?
Like while this conversation is happening, you can also see like the lead knight here has like one of the commoners here kind of like jacked up. It says, "I know one of you is a spy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kill each of you dirty undead sympathizers one by one.
Now hold
until the spy
on.
comes out."
I'm a wizard and a servant of Callistria. I could just answer your question for you.
Oh. He looks at you.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to make Callistria's symbol on my dagger glow.
Okay. You make that happen. And he says, "Nice trick. And what exactly is it supposed to prove? The undead have ears everywhere, and it's our job to root them out."
If one of them is a spy, maybe it can show itself to my eyes faster than your sword.
Diplomacy.
Damn it, I should have just lied.
Yeah, you're better.
I claimed a different god.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm a pathfinder.
I'm gonna hero point it.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
That's worse.
And I know how to seek out those wishing harm upon others, but roughing up randoms in the street's not going to accomplish anything. Those with less beating up those with less than them. That's not how it should be. This isn't the last wall I grew up with.
This
To
is
beat
why everybody
this,
has a
we need
crush
to
on
be
this.
better than this.
Roll diplomacy again.
Courtly graces, actually.
Okay.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh no.
So courtly. So grace. Did it work?
I want to hear a point that. Is that a failure? It's probably a failure.
We could always just
they're like passive
them.
will, right?
Yeah, against their like will DCs.
Yeah. No, so he was not convinced by Amity's argument whatsoever, but he does look at you, and you could see like some emotion like fill his face. He's like, "Talk a good game, but let me tell you, that's exactly what the Sentinels and the Reclaimers said before they were both destroyed. And do you know how they were destroyed? Betrayed from within. The only way that we can stop that from happening again is to purge anyone who might be working with the undead. And we have good reason to believe that one of these scum here," he points to the 4 refugees who cower,
I've got
gave information.
So you guys can
a-
see that I'm visibly comfortable with this whole fucking talking exchange going on right now, and just looking antsy.
I've got an out of game question.
Yeah.
So the remains of the Last Wall Knights are still in Absalom, correct? Because they're headquartered in the Precipice Quarter. Or is this one of the differences in?
I honestly am not sure what's in Absalom, but as far as this campaign is going to go, the knights that were still fighting in Last Wall, the ones that remain there,
Okay.
like he just said, contrary to the history in the book,
Yeah.
source book, had been destroyed.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so there's probably still extant forces outside the Graveland,
Yes,
still trying to rally.
I'm sure. I mean, look, Iska is like one example of a Last Wall.
Iska's
made it
a
out.
bit of a string.
Right.
So I assume Lucian would probably know that because he's been to Absalom. He has contacts in.
Can I fit?
Like,
If I walk this way, is that? Oh, I can.
Yeah, you would know that there are some knights outside of Last Wall.
Okay.
Whether they're willing to come back
Yeah.
now is another story.
well, so the
Question.
current point is the Last Walled Knights are trying to rally more forces to begin like a big reclaiming, which is kind of the point of the Shining Sentinels, is to do a big PR drive to bring people to the cause.
You'll find out that has kind of happened in a certain way later on,
Okay.
but you don't know that yet.
All right.
No, I have a
But
question. Are they
Lucian
saying-
probably knows that they still exist as far as he knows in Absalom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, what's your question?
Are they saying that the big massacre that Iska witnessed happened because of a betrayal from the inside, or is that something else they're talking about?
That's something separate. The initial fall of Last Wall was caused by the Radiant Fire and Tarbafon reanimating thousands of undead.
Yeah,
This sounds like it's a more recent thing.
this is a more recent thing.
Yeah.
So, I have okay, so I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Like in game.
Sure.
So if they're undead sympathizers, are you saying they've personally interacted with undead?
One way or another, or perhaps one of their agents interacted with them.
One of their agents. these penniless people on the streets?
They're a mass of penniless people in the streets. The perfect vehicle for one of these slimy undead or their agents or their cultists to slip in undetected.
What could they possibly know about the inside?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, which should cover all of the refugees.
Okay, I'll do.
And I wonder if they smell of rot. Just smell of the grave.
I will.
Yeah, you'll notice any like strong smells coming from them.
I can't do that. What is the purpose of keen senses if I can't use them to smell things?
Well, you could use it. You just.
Well, it's an imprecise scent. You can use it to tell like what square an invisible creature is in.
That's dumb.
Okay. What I will do is Lucian's going to radiate a pulse of magic as he does the heightened amped detect magic in an aura.
So, all right. So you guys are both detecting magic. Lucian, does your heightened amped give you anything like any more information?
When I detect the presence of magic or an enemy or hazard, I can gain a bonus against it, basically. So if there's something like hazardous, I would be able to like point that out.
I mean, you check some magic weapons on the lead knight here.
If I detect any magic on the refugees, I'm gonna.
Wait, you cut out, right?
At the perfect time, though.
If I detect any magic on the refugees themselves, I want to follow up with a read aura to check for necromancy.
Oh, I thought we were going to say.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need read aura. It's just a part of the spell now.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't have...
You do detect magic on this refugee right here.
All right.
You can.
Do any of them have magic?
School it's from.
Do I with the new detect magic, Sean?
You don't know what school it's from, but you learn the rank or level of the most powerful magical effect of the spell effects. So, like, the rank of, like, whatever's causing the aura. Rank or item level.
Okay, read aura gives me a bonus to identify magic.
Yeah. Well, you need to have the item that, like, in hand to identify magic.
Alright. I look at Amity. Are any of them magical?
Yeah, you can answer him.
Yeah, I point out the guy.
Alright, I go grab him.
It doesn't mean anything by itself.
Okay, yes, you grab this guy, roll a perception.
Yep.
And I know how to do this now because I've done things. Perception.
We're rolling perception.
Perception is dog shit as always.
Okay, so as you grab this guy, the Crimson Fire Knights, like, they draw their swords because they don't know what's going on, right?
You want to find out if this guy's dangerous, right?
All right, they seem to calm down a bit. Their swords are still drawn. So you've got this guy jacked up.
All right.
You guys all notice this guy looks like kind of surprised, like shocked that you've grabbed him, and he's just like, "What?" I
ignore his pleas and proffer him to Amity and be like, "All right, search him."
Darling, you poor man. You've had the most horrible time, haven't you? You know things are going to go easier for you if you have something magical on your person. Can you show it to us?
I promise I get nothing magical, ma'am. I'm a miller. My village was destroyed.
Lucian's got a better eye than I have. Can you pinpoint the item?
I am able to pinpoint the item. So I see like a soft aura around like the magic item on them from the amped detect magic.
Where is it?
Okay. You do notice something. It's actually kind of like sticking out of one of the pockets on his pants. Like not totally in the pocket, like kind of sticking out of it. It's
We're going to
small
check that.
disc, and like you pick it up.
Yeah.
So you pick up the disc, and as you do,
That was a mistake.
the Knight's commander says, I've seen this before. It's an undead listening device. He's definitely a spy. The guy's like, what?
Give me
You know what that thing is?
Give us a moment. I'm going to use Craftsman's Sense to attempt to identify what the item is.
So it was halfway out of his fucking pocket? Who was standing next to him?
This guy.
On that side. Alright, I grabbed that guy.
Okay.
One hand this guy, one hand this guy.
Roll attack.
Oh, nice.
Or athletics.
Yeah, or
athletics. I'm gonna roll athletics.
So I'm gonna put you here, because that's where you would be if you're doing this.
Okay, athletics. 1 sec.
Or yes. Okay, that's better.
Roll.
Getting better.
Okay, so this guy is like fast as lightning, but you're able to grab him, and he's like struggling against your grasp.
All right, I dropped the other guy and put 2 hands on him.
Okay, so you got this guy grabbed, and the knights look kind of confused. They're like, "What?" But he was the one with the listening device.
And this one's quick and nimble, haven't you noticed?
And it was sticking halfway out of his pocket.
You've never heard of a pickpocket?
He's gonna try to escape.
I'm gonna cast Charm on him. Whenever you're ready to adjudicate that.
Sure.
I'm just gonna clamp down super hard on his ankles where I've got him grabbed upside down, like.
Okay, he tries to slither out of your grab, but yeah, you just have him grabbed too tightly. So while
and now
all
he's
this is
friendly
happening,
to
go
me.
ahead. So he's friendly to you. Did he
Now make a request.
He has to roll a save, right?
Yeah, he needs to make a save against the charm.
Oh, I thought what you rolled was a
Where
save.
is Amity on
No,
Amity?
that was his
Yeah, the save's up there.
There we go.
Hold on.
Another 24 is great.
It's 28 success. So it.
Okay, he doesn't know that I did it at least.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy's struggling. The knights, they're kind of like gathering around him, but they're also confused. They're like, I say we just kill them all. It seems like these two are in league together.
You're in a
Well,
very
this
bad
one didn't know
situation,
what
my
it-
friend.
He says, I didn't have anything on me.
I know, you palmed it off so smoothly too. I'm gonna absolutely convince him that I saw him do it. Or try to.
Okay, roll deception.
Oh boy.
Oh.
This is the Amity we all know and love.
I've never met an NPC she didn't want to gaslight.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
This is the hero point!
Oh no.
I lost my courage!
Amity in trying to go straight has lost her
Amity.
edge.
You've done it so well. Uh-huh.
The radically honest Amity has lost the edge.
I don't like it.
Do you not have a hero point? Or
No, I used it.
you used okay.
Damn.
Okay, he just looks at you and like he says, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't
Can I
do
intimidate him?
anything. Yeah, go ahead, roll.
Roll
All
with
right.
demoralize.
How are you gonna try to intimidate him?
I'm
You've
gonna,
already
because
got
I've got him by his ankles like this. I'm just gonna like dunk him down and be like, "You did it, didn't you?"
Oh,
Shake
okay.
his
Just right in his face.
Just shake the truth out of him.
Shake the truth in the pot and whatever lint he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Shake his truth and also pocket lint.
Okay.
Yeah. Failure, I'm assuming.
He once again he says like, look, just let me down. I didn't do anything.
I'm not gonna do that.
He had that whatever it was.
I'm going to push this guard captain aside.
What?
I'm going to the one in front of him. I'm going to look into like
His soul.
I'm going to like look into his soul, and I'm going to try and sense motive him.
Okay. Perception.
Yep. And now, this was your disc, wasn't it?
Okay. He says, like, I've said it 1,000 times. It wasn't my disc, but you can see in his eyes that he's lying.
This is his disc.
All right, I thunk his head again for good measure.
Okay.
No, giving him a concussion's not going to help.
It will. It makes me feel better about this whole diplomacy exchange. I don't like it.
Okay. Now everyone roll a perception check.
It's a 1 again. Just don't tell me.
All right. Lucian, so you notice, as you point out to the guard captain...
Let's go, 27.
The guy is like, he's trying to conceal something. He's casting a spell.
I'm going to punch him in the face.
Well, let's go.
He is manipulating something.
Yeah.
And I have reactive strike.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I move into that and hit him with the guy I'm holding?
You can hit him too.
Can I hit him with the guy I'm holding?
Oh,
no. You do. You see the Sterling Dynamo.
Say yes.
You see the Sterling Dynamo spew out some steam before he unleashes his punch.
Hang on.
Okay, so you punch this guy in the face, and at the same time, oh my god. At the same time, Tarin takes the other dude he's holding and like smashes them together.
I feel almost bad for this guy.
I take him both ankles in in my hands and just go.
I'm going to. Oh, you disrupted the spell cast with that.
What's that?
He actually disrupted the spell they were casting with a critical hit.
Let's go. Yeah. Critical hit with the fucking NPC.
Okay, so the dude, he looks like he's totally unconscious now. The other innocent villager also unconscious because he got bashed again.
This one didn't deserve it. Don't do that again.
No, just the one dude I'm holding, the skeevy one.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna hit him with the other guy.
No, I'm hitting him with the guy I'm currently holding, just like.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna.
Yeah, I dropped the other one after we realized he wasn't.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
So are both guys bad? I'm confused now.
No.
The guard captain got hit by the bad guy, in my hands.
All right. So the knights are looking. They're like, how can we be sure that he was the only one?
Well,
I could cast an augury. Ask the gods.
We could hit him.
I do not think the
The knight looks at Tar and he's like, I like that idea. Let's hit them all.
You're trying to hit precisely.
Then hit them.
Tell me, did these spies operate in a network where they were all actively in the same group together?
Care of itself.
Wish I could tell you, but honestly, I'm not sure exactly how they operated.
Is the listening device also a speaking device?
Because it seems that carrying multiple of these listening devices won't be useful if they're all in the same group anyway. I think these are operating individually, and you should interrogate this one to learn more.
Okay, you can roll a diplomacy with
well, society, because I am trying to follow like
laws and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're rules lawyering, so that's fine. You can roll society. in game rules lawyering.
Yeah.
Oh, that humanity.
Okay.
There's a dedication for you.
Yeah, so that's a success. So he says, you do make a good point. Name's Captain Olwen, and he puts his hand out to shake.
The dude we hit? Or is this
the guard captain. The knight.
Okay.
Lucian of the Pathfinders.
Well met. You rabble can bugger off, he says to the other refugees as they kind of like just scurry away quickly. Yeah, and we're gonna stop there for tonight. We'll pick up here. I think we said we're out for October, right?
I think
is that right?
The next 2 weeks. I think there's still the last week of October we could play. The 27th.
Would you want to run this, or would you want me to run?
I'm good.
This
is enjoyable. Way. I'm good with running this again next.
Right, let's roll 2d6 in the higher runs.
All right.
Rollies!
I don't mind running, but I'm also lazy. So.
Oh, 5. I rolled a 5. You beat a 5.
Oh boy.
So rollies with 2d6.
I beat a 5.
Let's go!
All right, Shrouded Vale next week.
I think it might be good to take this for another session just to get back in the swing of things.
So everybody's free next
last week of October.
Okay.
That works for me.
Yeah.
So what'll happen is we'll do that session, and then we'll start alternating.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you guys know if for some reason I can't do it. The only reason I have trepidation is because it's close to Halloween. And
Oh, yeah.
some kind of family get together then because it's the weekend near Halloween. But I don't know. We'll see.
It's Price is Right rules where you try to get as close as you can without going over, because no one wants to do a Halloween party in November.
My extra Halloween thing is the 26th, so I'm good.
But yeah, hope you guys had fun. It was good to get back into it.
I miss these babies. I can't believe I rolled a 1 on my only lying.
And no hero play.
I'm in pain. I'm really like, I'm upset.
Amity's getting back into the swing of things. She's trying some things she hasn't done before.
Like being...
She's distracted.
All right.
She's trying...
Well, I spent all day at a trampoline park, and I'm exhausted, so...
Oh, God. I'm surprised you want to listen to anything. Anything.
She wouldn't leave. That's why it took me so... And it was like 45 minutes away, and she's like... Then after I finally get her out, she's like, I'm hungry. So that's why I was late to this. Like,
I believe her, but God.
Yes, exactly. We're there from...
Go to those places. They're
12 to like 5:30 or something. It's crazy. Dang. All right, guys. I will talk to you all later. Thanks again.
See y'all.
Toodles.
Bye.
Toodles.
I miss these guys.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. World 20.